Manchester United taking on Wolves. We desperately need to pick up 3 points here to extend that gap between ourselves and Liverpool because they are hot on our heels, and we're actually going up against the Wolves side who have also struggled for goals of late, but we know that they are very good on the ball, and Ruben Neves is obviously a large part of why that's so. He's also enjoying his best goal scoring form for Wolves in the Premier League as well. Now, when I look at United, we know that creating opportunities isn't so much the issue here, but we just have to fight through adversity, that even when we concede that early goal, actually show some desire to be able to get that clinical touch and make sure that we are able to get ourselves back in it. In this part of the campaign, we just need to win ugly. So hopefully we show that this time around. I don't see a lot of goals in it, but I do think we'll pick up a 1-0 win.
What's happening, Paddock? Sam from Real Reds Talk. Check us out on YouTube if you fancy a bit more United content. Score prediction for today, I think it's going to be drab game. Wolves United always is. It's always a terrible game. So I think 1-1 at best. It's best I could hope for. I think Bruno gets on the score sheet and maybe Neves for them. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be an entertaining game for sure.
Hi, Solo from the Man United Agenda. I'm here to give you my score prediction for Manchester United versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. Tough situation, tough game in the last few weeks for us. Our away form is really bad, but I'm hoping we can take our home form and turn it into a positive. Now, going to the game, it's a must-win game for us. And the reason why it's a must-win game, we need all 3 points to secure top 4. We need about 7 points out of the last 4 games to secure that, because Liverpool and Brighton are hot on our heels, and we just need to get the final push to get all 3 points. Marcus Rashford, rumour is he's out today. I'm not sure who's going to be up front there, whether that's going to be Martial or Weghorst. Now, I would like to see Anthony stepping up today if he's fit and ready to go for us. Frustrate me a little bit, but you've got to back the players, you've got to defend them under Ten Hag and make sure we get all 3 points today. Scores for me today. Love to see my boy Fred score a goal, but if I'm being realistic, I've got to look at it and just think to myself, even a scraper 1-0 win, I'll take that all day long, or a penalty, or whoever you want to give us the goals today, we'll take it. But my score prediction today will be a very hard, tough game against Wolves. I think Wolves are secure at the moment in the Premier League, so I'm going to go with a narrow 1-0 win for Manchester United, guys. Please make sure you're liking, sharing and subscribing to the Paddock. Thank you.
What's going on, everyone? Nick here from Real Reds Talk, here to give you guys my score prediction for today's game against Wolves at Old Trafford. Now, typically when we play Wolves, very similar to West Ham, not many goals, dragged out, snotty, can be very, very tough. And without Marcus Rashford, I don't know where the goals are going to come from, but I'm going to rely on just a single goal from a Garnacho or a bit of brilliance from Anthony, and I'll go 1-0 to Manchester United. We get the 3 points, an important 3 points. So make sure you subscribe to Stretford Paddock, smash a like on the video, and hope you all enjoyed the game.
Paddock match day, Notch here, and our quest for the World Championship, we scraped it in 4th trophy, continues unabated against... Been a tiring campaign for Eric's fucking played good football for a good minute, but playing every 3 days has taken its toll. Reds. But hey, it's May, and now we finally get a week between games in the... I don't think this week of rest is going to suddenly invigorate a team which hitherto has had no time to tune up our style, tactics, etc. in training. So let's at least get to this FA Cup final coming up with as many fit players as possible. And I think we'll manage 3 of the 9 points we need today. A 2-0 win with a goal from... And then we don't even have to think about our goal difference, really, do we? Trust the Notchster.
Hello and welcome to Stretford Paddock. My name is Joe. That was slightly glitchy. Newcastle have 3-1 up, and this is the watch-along for Manchester United versus Wolves. The goal has been disallowed.
Offside.
It's back to 2-1. I'm joined by two, great guys. Joe McGrath here, ladies and
What
gentlemen.
an afternoon we're in for.
How you
ladies and
doing?
gentlemen. Very well. The sun is shining. Big, unbelievable day today, by the way.
Huge game. for
Huge
United,
90
isn't it?
minutes.
And for a huge 90 minutes, we need a huge presence. and the only person who can bring that is Nathan Ellington. How you doing, mate?
I'm good. A little anxious of today. I wish I had your excitement. Let's see how it ends up after the game finishes.
Nathan, if you were down the middle and me and Joe were your wingers, would you be happy with that?
I'd have to take a look at your training first. And
I think you can just take a look at us. I don't think any training is necessary. Imagine us skinning a man.
Oh man, you'd be all right. You got pace.
I haven't got. Where have you got that idea from?
You're just showing off. I mean, by the way, will bring this up in the watch long, so we might as well tell you now. He ran 13k yesterday.
Yeah, well,
he sold everyone.
So. That is good.
Everyone,
that is very good. That is very good.
Thanks, everyone. Less about me, more about Manchester United. Let's just get straight into the team news. Sorry, my voice is still slightly croaky. I've lost my voice on Thursday, and I'm just sort of starting to find it again now. Manchester United starting 11. Big news, big hit straight away is that Varane is back. Let's go through the whole thing piece by piece. We've got De Gea, Lindelof, Fernandes, Martial, Eriksen, Casemiro, Varane, Anthony, Shaw, Sancho, Wan-Bissaka. Now, no Rashford, no Martial.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Martial started.
No.
You mentioned him early on, yeah?
No Rashford. Martial comes back in.
Yeah.
What do you make of that starting 11, Joe?
Oh, it's a bit worrying because we need goals. Goals is going to help us break down Wolves' defence and obviously get another win at Old Trafford. I worry where that's going to come from. Obviously, Martial will have a lot of weight on his shoulders today, a lot of pressure, and I really hope he thrives. Yeah. Gorgeous day in Manchester. Old Trafford will be buzzing. They know that they need to get behind them straight away. We have got such a good home record as well. So you hope that they flourish. Instead of feeling the pressure, they flourish under it.
What do you make of that team? Let me just go through it again and try and do it in sort of team order, just for my own brain's sake.
Is it not on the screen?
No, we'll get it in a second. So we've got De Gea, then we've got a back four of Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Varane, and Shaw, which is nice to see. Not only Varane back, but Luke Shaw back at left back. Because even though I thought he was very good at centre back, I thought we missed him on the left.
Yeah, definitely.
Then a midfield three, the classic midfield three: Casemiro, Eriksen, and Fernandes. And a front three of Anthony on the right, Martial up front, and Sancho on the left. Just initial thoughts on that generally. We'll sort of dive into some of the specifics as we go along. But
I just mentioned to Joe about the team that I tried to guess it,
and
I got one player wrong. So that was very close to my team. Yeah. I wanted Wan-Bissaka to play, but I didn't think he would start. Yeah. But apart from that, the rest of the team I got correct. And looking at it, again, Rashford out, it might just be this time where the boys have to step up and actually step up. And we're at Old Trafford, so let's make it work because we haven't lost. We've made it a fortress again.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's go and let's get the win. We're playing Wolves, who are not the best team.
So Leeds have just scored. It's one of the very few times where pretty much every Man United fan wants Leeds to win a game of football. But wouldn't it be great if Newcastle fumbled instead of us? I mean, to be fair, best case scenario, us and Newcastle get top four, Liverpool don't. But let's finish with Newcastle and worry about what they do afterwards. Currently, as it stands then, and I don't know if this is updated for inflation, it is, the top four race looks as such. Tottenham aren't in it. I don't think they're 6 points off, and they've played a game more. As it stands, Newcastle on 66 points. That would be if they draw today. United on 63 with a game less, but 24 less goal difference, which is obviously basically means that they're 3.5 points ahead of us. And then Liverpool would be 1 point behind Man United, 63 on 62, having played a game more. So this game would be massive because it basically means if they drop any points after this, United can go ahead of them.
100%. This game is huge. We've got to win it because do you know what we also don't want to do? Is add pressure to ourselves either. There's we never make it easy for ourselves, United. Since Fergie, I've never known an easy season where we've made it easy. No. I looked at when we drew City in the FA Cup final, and I saw our position in the table, and I thought we could see out top four pretty easy here, which means we've got more time to focus on that game, trying different things on the pitch. What we've done is then we've let it slip a little bit, and unfortunately now it might be literally all the way down to the wire, and then we've got to quickly turn around and face Man City. But I'm hoping today a win gives us a little bit of ease there. Yeah. What was it like in the business end of the season? I know it's such a cliche thing to say. Was it more nervous than other games when you were playing?
It really was when you look at it, because I was part of a team where we just missed out on playoffs. I'm part of a team where we were top of the league for the most of the season and then just missed out on playoffs. And also where we got automatic promotion as well. and been relegated. I've actually done it all.
You've had every
Playoff
part
finals
of
and
the
lost.
CV, yeah. Winning leagues and getting relegated out of leagues.
Was the relegation a battle, or was it sort of?
It was tough. I joined Preston later on in my career. They were already bottom. I joined them end of this.
I love that.
You know,
It wasn't my fault.
Yeah. No, it was end
They
of
were bottom when
Jan.
I got there, just so you know.
Yeah, it was the beginning of Jan actually, and we were quite a few points off, and it was difficult to get back in. It was always going to be tough. So losing that one didn't feel as bad as when I was at the start of my career at Bristol Rovers, and got relegated that year when Jason Roberts left, Jamie Curtin left, and then I was there then. So, but yeah, it hurts and it is tough, and it does change the way you play. This is the main thing about it now. Coming into this game, that's why Newcastle are where they are right now, 2-2 with Leeds, because they haven't felt this for a long time. Their players ain't felt it, and they're pressure games. Leeds are trying to stay up, and obviously Newcastle are trying to keep that position. So now they've got there. And now they're like, oh my gosh, we're up here. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's the thing with them as well, Newcastle, because obviously they've brought a couple of new players in. But if you actually look at the team that started today, a lot of these are lads who have played either in the Championship or at a level where you're not, they're not used to doing this. So Nick Pope, as far as I'm aware, has never played in the Champions League. Kieran Trippier,
Tottenham.
So he's won. He's won, and he's obviously won the league with Atletico Madrid. He's got that pedigree. Shah, Botman, Dan Burn, Joe Linton, Joe Willock, Almiron, Callum Wilson have got I've never experienced this before. Isak, did he play in the Champions League with Sociedad? I think maybe he did.
Possibly.
And Bruno Guimaraes, I think maybe played in the Champions League, or certainly top four with. Was it Leon? It was that.
I can't even remember where he came from.
I think in France he's played in the Champions League. But there's 8 or 7 or 8 of that team who have never experienced a top 4 fight playing in the Champions League. Like someone like Callum Wilson, who is, how old is he now? He's got to be 31 years old. This is the biggest few games of his career, probably.
100%.
So it's got to put a bit of pressure on, isn't it? Surely.
Yeah, it's the same pressure. Like you were saying a minute ago. I just had a little flashback of Man United used to make these games look easy, coming into the business end, win. That's because the players were ready. Same now, Arsenal. It's the same kind of thing with Arsenal. They went top, and they've never been in that position ahead of City and going, you know what, we can go and see this off now. Win. No, it's not happening. You have to go through that, live through that, to then be able to handle it the next time it comes. Same with Newcastle, I'm hoping.
Yeah, but also as well, the people who are benefiting off that is Liverpool. Because let's not forget, they've had a wobble, but they've done it every single season for the last couple of seasons. They've been there with City, and the last games are just wins. And it's just been small margins, if not. So we're competing against a team who will win now, all the way probably to the end of the year.
I agree with you there.
And even the sort of shit Liverpool season, they still ended it by winning a load of games.
Alisson's last minute header.
So it's a Liverpool team that's used to winning games, a United team that's kind of in the middle, and a Newcastle team that isn't.
Well, this is the thing about us, where I have a little bit of like hope more than usual, is because we do have players in this side who have been there and done it as well. So you don't have to worry that they have to go through it for the first time. They've got that experience in the locker. They can win their next 3 home games. We can do it. It's Old Trafford, 3 games and 1 game away. If ever it was in our favour, that's it.
Every single one of those players playing for United today has played in the Champions League. Most of them, or certainly a good few of them, have played in the Champions League for Man United, which is hopefully a little kind of mentality thing of like, you can beat Wolves at home. You know what I mean?
Fingers crossed.
We'll get into that in a little bit.
And also, Wolves are one of those teams where there's not much going for them. They're just sitting there in the middle. There's no
still
relegation.
Something that makes me feel, whenever we played Wolves in the last, I don't know how many times, it's been tight. It's been tough. I know they've been in the 5th and 6th and 7th positions of the last years. I know they're lower now, but they're still on the same form as us. They've got the same form as us at the moment, isn't it? Exact same form.
They've really the last 5?
They've won 4 of their last 6, and we've won.
I don't think we've done 2.
3 of our last 6.
Of
the last 5,
yeah, it was the same, So, and they've just come off beating Aston Villa, and that Villa, they're not easy to beat at the moment, and obviously they've got their 1-0 win. But I think we'll win.
I really do think we'll win. I think it'll be a good afternoon anyway, or it'll put a damper on our Saturday, won't it? If we don't,
it will.
Looking at the last few fixtures between United and Wolves, so since 2019. I think we've done a good job of not losing. We've only lost once, but it's been 1-0 United, 1-0 Wolves, 1-0 United, 2-1 United, 1-0 Wolves, 1-0 United, sorry. 0-0, 1-0, 0-0, 1-1. And then we lost two 1s in a row.
Yeah.
Then it was 1-1. So since Wolves came back to the Premier League, we have scored more than one goal against them one time in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games.
Wow.
We've either, like, that's mental, isn't it? We've never scored more than 2, and we've only scored 2 once. The rest has either been 1 or 0. Like, it's an absolute binary fixture, this. It's like, does that worry you? And obviously, like I said, they're not as good as they were.
That's what I mean. It just makes me feel like it's going to be a tough day. And when I look at their players, and I don't know what they're playing like now because I haven't watched them. But when you see the names that they come out with, like Diego Costa coming back, you know he's a handful no matter what. Yeah. Is he still that same kind of handful at this age? I don't know. I haven't seen him. Cunha, who we've seen in Spain, just the name just reminds me that he's a good player, but he hasn't really scored that many goals. But you know what it's like when you play Man United. It's that time where he goes and gets a goal. So I don't want none of them to get goals. I think we'll have a clean sheet today anyway.
I hope so. But the back four is, I mean, I don't know if that back four has ever played in like that this season. Joe, I don't know it because of so many different chops and changes that we've done.
Yeah,
Varane and Lindelof, I don't know what their relationship is like. I'm very thankful Luke Shaw's back in his right position, although he's doing well as a centre-back.
Yeah.
But Varane, if we're going to be Man City, I mean, I've got my eye on that because it'll be the worst day of my life if we don't. We need... What's up? What are you laughing at?
Sorry, I've just realised something, right? Did you know you talk about Diego Costa there?
Yeah.
And you said, like, can he still do it when he's at this age or whatever, which is obviously a fair thing to say. I looked at how old he is, Diego Costa, and...
43?
He's 34.
34?
Which is obviously quite old, but that means...
He's looked
that when he signed for Chelsea, he was 25.
Oh my
that
God.
Man right there is in his mid-20s. Look at that.
Crazy. Yeah, but
Cut to that. That is not a man in his mid-20s. That is
a man in his mid-20s.
What is that?
He looks like he's 34 there.
He looks late 30s there. I did not realise he was 25 when he signed for Chelsea.
Telling you, mate.
That is unbelievable that he was that young. I'm thinking he must be 40 now because he was at Chelsea a decade ago and he had to have been 30 then. He was 25.
Madness.
Christ.
Exactly.
Let's get into the Wolves team actually because we're playing against someone. Let's show some bloody respect, shall we? A little bit.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, just messing about. The Wolves team is very simple. It's Bentley, Semedo, Dawson, Kilman, Totti, Lamina, Neves, Neto, Nunes, Cunha, Costa.
Yeah, same team.
Nice.
Is it 4-4-2?
I
think that's what they played last game.
Yeah.
I think they played with Cunha and Diego Costa up front. So Neves is a player who's always been linked to us for a while, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's a good player. We know that. We don't want him to get any free kicks around the edge of the box or any balls from corners out to the edge of the box either, because they're the kind of goals he looks like he smashes in. But I'm sure we'll be aware of that.
Yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you? I mean, they're 13th in the league. They're not doing particularly well.
No, and they're safe, aren't they? Are they safe?
Yeah,
I believe
they're
they
safe.
are.
Yeah,
That's kind of a good way to get them. But I tell you what I've been thinking. I just think that we had such a... I was trying to word it as I was coming in, like, well, how am I going to say it without people thinking I'm negative? But the sort of love affair with these players was at its peak when we won the Carabao Cup. And over the last couple of games and the last couple of weeks, I've fallen a little bit out of love with just the sort of chemistry around the club and the squad itself. And individual players have been sort of falling back into old ways and old tricks to start coming up. I'm like, please, I thought we turned a little bit of a corner. And I'm not saying that I'm trying to say it right so you don't all think, oh, I hate your club. I'm just like, a win today would make everything just a little bit better. But recently, I don't know if you know what I'm trying to talk about.
Yeah.
I know
I've
exactly.
fallen
A
little bit out of love
with
these last few games. It's felt like last season again, hasn't it? We've gone back to that thing of like anything can happen. Is there not another? That's not that
outside the
I don't
box.
think that's a foul and it's outside the box.
Red card.
Red card.
He's been sent off. Straight red.
Straight red.
I don't think that was a foul.
Maybe something's happened afterwards.
Oh, he might be the last man about to get in, and then he's pushed him over, and that's
Second
yellow. Okay.
So it must be a free kick. That's not a penalty, surely. It looked a little bit outside.
Yeah, it was
the
just
box.
outside the box. It looked like. Let's see. Let's hope that it is, and it's not a pen on the 90th minute. We don't need that.
No, don't need
So
that.
it's a free kick to Newcastle or a penalty. We're not sure.
We've just got an eye on this. It's a massive game. What do you make of Bamford, by the way?
Well, he was doing
was
well.
alright,
He was doing okay as a player. Came into the league and was doing really well. Got into the England squad, then got injured, and I haven't seen anything of him since. So I don't know what's happened. He's come back.
He's just back now. Yeah, he's back. I don't know if he's just back, but he's playing.
Yeah,
but they were playing great football back then as well, though. You know, under Bielsa.
Oh, just outside. Christ.
Edge of the box there. Free kick for Newcastle.
Yeah.
Is it Trippier time?
Yeah.
Just looking at United's team then, someone made a point in the comments before, and it was freezer burnt peas, which no one likes to say.
What? So say that again.
Freezer burnt peas.
Freezer burnt peas.
Yeah,
you get your peas out and they've got that like white burn on the side of them. And even when you boil them, it don't go away.
No.
Well, they've been commenting. And he said, Fred is the only midfielder on the bench. Sad. Wow. That is pretty tricky, isn't it?
Well, I'm sorry, but Weghorst is the only striker on the bench. Really.
Is he a striker?
Is he a striker? So I know it's sad that Fred is the only midfielder. We have got our depth in squad is very one-sided to certain things. Like if we need someone to play down the middle, Weghorst is the only option, and he's not exactly.
No.
So I understand the Fred comment. That's even worse. Like McTominay's, where is he?
Where's Sabitzer?
Yeah, I was going to say Sabitzer's a utility man. Van
der Beek's gone, and so they're all picking up these injuries. But I'm worried if we need goals, then the only person we throw on is it's good to see Garnacho actually.
Yeah, it's good to see him back. Ten Hag has confirmed that Sabitzer's not in the matchday squad due to an injury.
God.
So
it's a nightmare.
You imagine making yourself sick there.
No, I've got a little cut on the back of my tongue, and it keeps scratching against one of my teeth. And I'm wondering, can I just move my tongue that way a little bit? But experiment failed.
We're trying to get some planning permission to see if you can just move it over.
I was like, I'm going to have to talk a bit funny today. It's right painful.
This is basically not quite last kick of the game, but free kick to Newcastle.
Trippier.
Let's hope that
this screams a Newcastle win. This for me.
I think that he can't get it up and down.
Yeah, it's too close.
I think it's too close for him. He's got to use less power, and he's put too much on it. See,
he's absolutely dinged it, hasn't he?
He can't do that.
Were you ever the guy who lies down the wall?
That didn't exist then, did it?
No.
Did it not? When did it?
Nobody.
That only started about 3 years ago.
Who's
Look
this?
at that Bielsa trying to get his manager's job
Someone
back.
ran on the pitch.
getting the squad
Must
away.
be someone ran on the pitch then.
Yeah, but here's the thing about United. Why they're not playing the way they are. I've looked at it. I always try and look into the reasons why, and I'm not going to put it down to we've just returned back to our old ways.
Yeah. I'd like to hear this.
I think it's down to, remember, before Ten Hag came, that's the team we were.
Yeah.
We tried our best, and that's what we were producing. Now we brought in new players.
He's fine.
He's fun to hit the manager.
We're just getting a replay of the Newcastle incident. A fan has ran on the pitch.
Has he hit
right to Eddie Howe? No, he's pushed him. He's pushed him quite firmly on his chest where the Newcastle badge is. He's given him a bit of grief. But the ability that fan got to get right to...
far.
If he wanted to headbutt him then, he could have.
The thing is though, like... And I get your point, because in instances like that, you realise how sort of fragile it all is. But when you see like Ten Hag, he'll be sat on the bench, and there's just like a red bit of metal, and then just the fans behind him. Like someone could just be like, do you know, like on a spy film, someone just sat around and just cheese wire him under the neck. You could get someone if you wanted to. Like the whole thing is open.
Is it called a cheese wire?
Well, they use that same wire
cheese
to
wire
cut cheese.
to cut cheese. Okay.
Wow. But like,
it's like a cheese string.
Not a wire made of cheese. Which, which
one would you pick? Mozzarella.
No, you want
string in it.
Yeah, a little gouda's too firm. If you were like Mission Impossible,
this is content.
You'd be lowered into the fucking thing like with a little mozzarella string.
Yeah.
Dun, turn me. Dun.
And you know what I do? Cola laces. So like, do.
And they're like, right, McGrath, you need to pull yourself back up your lap. Eating it up, that.
Mission accomplished. Sugar rush.
Oh my god.
That'd be class.
That'd be fantastic, actually. Mission Impossible burger.
No, because it's vegan.
Damn it. Look, you don't get the stretch on a vegan cheese. Right.
Oh my god, that much detail on cheese.
I just want this Newcastle game to end.
This is what we do, by the way, so we're in for a long day.
Let me finish what I was saying. I totally forgot what I was talking about now.
An absolute expert in what we're talking about.
What was I talking about again?
Fucking Edam.
What was I saying? No.
Why you looked into the squad?
Yeah, so it's what they were able to produce, last year, and that's what they were doing. And the buys that we got, the players that we brought into the side now, has made us be able to play that way now. So now we lose Martinez, who is the main catalyst for everything starting off.
Yeah.
That's not there. So now to push the ball, But the main thing is, Varane defensively, great. But in terms of starting off the play, that's all Martinez.
Yeah.
Martinez
100%.
pushes that ball through from phase 1 into phase 2. And that happens when the team gets pushed onto us. They push right up onto us, and Martinez has a great timing to thread it through.
Yeah.
But what happens then? The midfield's open. So then the midfield can turn and open, have a look, and then play it into the front three. So what happened now, recently, we've got Lindelof and Shaw, who is centre-back. They don't have that timing to play them balls, but they're good defensively.
Yeah.
So what we've had is teams come up on us and win the ball, or they've just sat a little bit, and then there's no space. There's no space to play it in. And once we do get the midfielders, they can't do anything going forward. So that's what's been happening. And again, when Casemiro was out, the same problem happened in the middle. You had the defence and the slotting through to the middle, but then nothing happening from the middle going forward. So if you don't have, I realise, Casemiro and Martinez, our team is last season's. And there's nothing you can do about it.
And it's almost not like, obviously, teams can have good spells and bad spells and confidence and lack of confidence. And I think we had players with a lack of confidence in the last few weeks, and maybe tiredness as well as playing into that. But there is almost that point of when we're seeing last season's team, that's just how good they are.
Yeah.
Obviously, the end of last season was a particularly bad time.
Yeah.
Awful.
But the team that we played last season isn't good enough to win Premier League titles
No
or
chance.
Champions Leagues or compete on 3 fronts at once.
Yeah.
So once we start playing those teams, all those players again,
Yeah.
you're just getting the same results,
Exactly.
which I suppose does make sense, doesn't it?
It's even kill playing West Ham, playing your Wolves, playing your other teams. It's even football, and hopefully we just get that extra chance and we score it. Like the other
So if
day.
you were to buy some players in, would your focus, as well as being a striker, would be look to find more Martinez's, more Casemiro's?
You got to have another player like that, because we've only got the one in the back that I'm saying is like, that's why I put Martinez the best defender in the league. Not one-on-one, not playing against him one-on-one. There's other players who are better. But everything you need as a defender, he's got it all. It's like he's got every single thing you would say you need. And that's why I think he's the best. Timing, passing, aggression.
Yeah.
All of that is all in him. With Varane, he's great defensively, but can he set up an attack the way Martinez can? Can he play them balls through?
No.
That's not his kind of football. And that's the same with Casemiro. So coming back to your question, you do need a player who, when Casemiro's not playing, has to be playing that can do exact same job. A specialist in the middle, a specialist in the defence, and a specialist up front.
That's the spine
Every
of the
team
team.
needs a spine. We've got one specialist in there. If he's out, there's no other one.
Yeah.
And that's the problem we've
And
got.
up front, we don't really even have that.
There's no specialist whatsoever. Not one player who actually you can say, give him half a chance, he scores. What Man United are used to. Half a chance players.
Yeah.
I remember Valencia getting down the wing and smashing it in with no quality. One touch, Van Persie, bang! And you're like, what the hell? How's that? That isn't even a chance.
Valencia
What
just
a
getting his
play,
head down
man.
and just hitting it as hard as he can.
Oh,
And Van Persie's
unbelievable.
Just fucking turning and
Yeah,
getting it sorted.
he probably thought he was a great assister, as well, a guy who can assist, but really bad balls made good.
Yeah. Did you see that? Did you watch the Milan derby the other day?
Yeah,
Do you know that first goal that Dzeko scored from the corner?
Yeah.
That reminded me so much of a Van Persie goal.
strike.
Yeah.
Just
That
like
left foot
foot
top,
round the
yeah.
corner. Just one of those
Bang.
chances where he's been completely marked, but he just gets his toe there first and the accuracy.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't want Edin Dzeko at United,
I know.
but someone who
He's
has
still
got
got a good career though, isn't he, Dzeko?
That was his 400th goal the other day.
That's
Ridiculous.
unbelievable.
Like,
Just silent killer, isn't he, in the background?
I don't think he's good enough to, even in his peak, I don't think he was good enough to sort of spearhead a title charge. He was always sort of behind Aguero, wasn't he? But someone who can actually is an instinctive, proper number 9.
Yeah.
United are absolutely begging for that.
So Newcastle and Leeds are finished.
Yeah, can
Is
we
that
get
is
the,
that a
the
good
table
result
Yeah.
for Leeds? Yeah, 1 point. Yeah, because Everton had that crazy win,
That win 5,
over
yeah.
Brighton.
Yeah.
What was that about?
I don't know.
Out of nowhere, we got beat to them just a week before.
Yeah, do you know what happened there?
Oh, here we go.
Brighton, because they were so hard done by in the FA Cup semi-final, spent every single molecule of their energy beating Man United.
And it was just enough by a Luke Shaw
because of
handball.
a fluky handball in the last second. Their manager saying there is a footballing god, like they were so hard done by for missing shitloads of chances.
Nah.
If they'd have had like bad decisions or some luck, they just have average strikers who miss loads of chances. That's not Man United's fault.
Yeah.
So they spent all their energy beating us, and then the next week after their actual little cup final had ended, they were shit.
You know what
it
they're
pisses
about?
me off.
I'll tell you what I thought as well about that. They lost because the way they play great football. Like they push so many men forward, and they overload you and they could get your goals. And more often than not, they're going to get a goal and then the other team's now stretched. But they played Everton and they probably went gung-ho again. Yeah. And then they got countered. And then all of a sudden it's countered again. Yeah. And then they're done. And that's what happens with a team like that. But, they've done well to get where they are. And then people are going to take all their players.
So hold on, is that the right table in front of us there?
Yeah.
Well, so got to win today, aren't we? There's nothing more vital than getting on the same points as Newcastle with a game in hand.
Yeah.
Got to, I swear, if we don't win today.
No game in hand on Liverpool.
We've got a game in hand
still.
now.
Oh, sorry, I thought it said 36. Okay, apologies. I don't have glasses. I've got my reading glasses on. I need glasses to drive.
Okay. I'll give you it then.
I thought it said 36. We've got to win today anyway.
Either way.
Got to win.
Yeah, we're winning today. It's Old Trafford. I'm here as well. We ain't lost since I've been here as well.
Fucking hell, this is not...
I don't think so.
This is the
Hold on,
I shouldn't have mentioned that.
Slack in the chat said, thought I tuned into my weekly cheese podcast. What's this football talk? They made a little comment.
Weekly cheese podcast sounds like something that we could do. Yeah. What would we call it? Good names in the comments. The best one will win what do we win?
The Gouda, the Bad and the Ugly.
Oh, no.
Why not?
You like Gouda, don't you?
I love it.
He's not thought of anything else.
I think it's a great cheese.
It is good. I get that one, to be fair.
What would be another name for a cheese-based
I'm thinking
podcast?
of something with brie.
Get some puns in.
I like halloumi, to be fair. Halloumi's one of my favourites.
Halloumi's a great cheese.
Grilled cheese.
It's borderline meat.
Yeah, isn't it?
Do you know,
it
like
just
panini
tastes like
as
it.
well? When how can you have a cheese that the hotter
meat.
the hotter you get it, the firmer it gets? That ain't no cheese that I've ever come across. And yet halloumi, wow, toast that bad boy up on the bar.
Oh, it is the best.
Some people are going to be... I can't wait to see the comments.
Busby Way, but Way spelled W-H-E-Y.
Oh, fucking hell. I don't think I've ever had whey cheese.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Is that the only one?
Oof. The Gouda life. I mean,
is that what they got?
we've got to do better than this, guys.
Come on.
Sporting Brie. Koth Mike says, Ollie last night said he'd come back in any role. Surprised me. Would love it though. What a guy. Hope he gets a great reception today at Old Trafford.
Yeah, Ollie was back for a little Q&A, wasn't he?
That.
Did the so the Sporting Sevens, they do like tell you who's big into it. Webby does a lot of them, doesn't he? Webby puts together.
Yeah, I saw a picture of him with Solskjaer yesterday.
He's class, Webby, and he kindly invited me to one ages ago. And essentially, what you do is to get legends in. You buy tables. I didn't get invited to this one. You get tables in. I don't know what I've done. And then you can get pictures with Solskjaer and all that. And you can ask him questions. And he was back in Manchester, and he's still a legend.
Absolutely,
and I think everyone was. Everyone who met him said he was just so humble, so lovely to see him.
He's one of those people who I will forever be happy to see.
Yeah.
Solskjaer. There's some players in that we go, he's someone that, as a player, in between retiring and coming back as manager and as a manager and after it, I like him.
Yeah,
and I think he always wanted the best and did his best for Man United, which I can't say the same. As much as I like Jose Mourinho and I hype him up and I want him to get the PSG job because I think he's a fun part of football.
Oh, he's class. He's just a character, isn't he?
Yeah, he manages clubs for himself, whereas I genuinely think Solskjaer managed Man United for Man United as much as he could. We've got a few quotes from him, should I say, and he's actually had a little bit of a dig. So he's talking about the ownership. He said, I think the takeover needs to be done. Old Trafford is neglected. The training ground has been neglected. We need to catch up with the other teams. Also talking about Nice, and I think there was someone mentioned Jim Ratcliffe. He said, nobody knows this, but there were some talks with Nice and Sir Jim Ratcliffe because they wanted me. He said, I'm not sure Ratcliffe can get the whole lot. I think he only wants 51%. It's a difficult one. Just going back to the first bit, it needs to be done. Old Trafford is neglected. The training ground has been neglected. We need to catch up with other teams. He's not surprised, but it's good to see him basically calling out the owners and the lack of investment at Man United, because the training ground in particular, obviously as far as the players are concerned, only the pitch surface really matters to how they can perform. If there's a hole in the roof, it's annoying, but that's an issue for the fans.
No, but it's not the atmosphere, though.
No, of course, I'm not saying that, but what I mean is, but the training ground is something, and the facilities is something that they use every single day to make those players as good as possible.
Ronaldo highlighted it, didn't he?
Still got the same crack in the tile that he put in there when we won the Champions League.
It's mad, isn't it? So I guess, I don't know, have you played in bad training facilities? What's it like? Does it not just create like a little bit of a...
No, obviously, once you go past a certain threshold, you're fine. But it's obviously now you see what was good at, let's say, Old Trafford, like Carrington and all of that. You go and look at it now, and then you go somewhere else like Tottenham, then you'd be like, oh my gosh, we're way off. But you'd have been happy. You go to training at Man United training ground, you'll be like, this is nice. This is all right.
Yeah.
So that's probably what they're doing. They're going there going, this is all right. We can stay like this.
Yeah.
And then, but they're not moving with the times when that's what the management should be doing, isn't it? They'll be looking at it going, wait a minute, they've just got a new stadium. They got a new training ground. Okay, wait a minute, we're the best. Let's get our new stadium and also, let's stay ahead of everyone.
Do you know in other industries, and football might not be the same, but do you know, like, if you're a builder or if you install kitchens or if you work in tech or sales or whatever.
Stripper?
No. It's a slightly different proposition. People go to like conventions or they stay up on like the latest releases on like there's this new technology out, there's this new tool out, like we've got a big thing at the GMEX.
You talk some shit.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That goes to a plumbing convention.
No, we're not.
No, but
Mario.
They want to.
What are you talking about?
No, not a plumbing convention, but people go to like trade events and stuff to do shit like that. And you've got people there going, look, and if you use this, you can get the plaster on half the time, and then people adapt and bring in new techniques. Like, there must be people in that industry. We know it in YouTube and what we do with cameras and equipment and little tips and hints and tricks behind the scenes that you always try new things. It feels like United are never on the cutting edge of like...
Never.
Why don't we have the latest machine, the latest that machine, the latest scanners and this? Like, we had to do medicals only until, I think it was like 12 months ago where we started having the capability to do medicals at Carrington. They used to have to go to like just the normal hospital in Manchester.
Yeah, like Stepping Hill.
Yeah, because we couldn't do a medical at Carrington, and you just think like,
why are we always so a little bit behind? Why isn't there
someone that is like knows exactly the latest technology with these things? Because like,
but why is it like ultimately? I know we can obviously blame the current owners, but ultimately there must be someone also
the problem with
below them we can
that's
blame.
The thing is, the owners
they're the ones who put them in
hire
place,
the wrong people.
They hire the wrong people,
who then hire the wrong people because if you hire someone who's shit. They're going to do their job badly and hire the wrong people who are then going to do their job, and it all trickles down where...
So who's the wrong person now?
Well,
the owners, Glazers,
and then Richard Arnold?
Obviously, well, I don't know because we're too early in that. But obviously, Woodward is the obvious one who was in charge of way too much to start with. I think by the end they said he wasn't doing football stuff, but at the start he was.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And when you're making multi-million-pound decisions, they have years-long ramifications of like that. For instance, the Alexis Sanchez deal, which we talk about all the time on here, giving him 50 grand a week is the reason David De Gea is now on 375, which is the reason that Jadon Sancho, who was signed 18 months ago, is on £375,000 a week because he had to match De Gea and he had to match Sanchez. It's like we're still seeing it. So it's ridiculous.
At the end of 1 week that you've made that much money.
Man,
it's insane.
It must be crazy that from Saturday to Saturday, you rock up 370 grand.
And when you think
take off half of it.
Yeah, obviously.
Take off
that's
half
like
it's still a lot though, isn't it?
That is more than 10 times like what the average person would earn in 10 years in 1 week. It's mad, astonishing, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And isn't it weird, right? I always think this. I know obviously like billionaires have yachts and like, you know, footballers wear nice clothes and they've got like a flatter car that goes a bit quicker. But like when you see Jeff Bezos, the amount of money that this kid has got, right?
Because they're not.
But the thing is, I think they should look more different to us. Like, why are you still wearing a t-shirt made out of cotton? Why aren't you in a mech suit that's just... Well, I'm going to say, aren't you worth 200 billion quid? How dare you walk around at 4 miles an hour like the rest of us? Why isn't it on a fucking... like something that's jet propelled everywhere?
Well, didn't Steve Jobs wear the exact same thing so he didn't have to waste any brain power on his outfit? That's why they're
But that's not enough. I think money doesn't actually get you enough. Money, there needs to be another level. I can't believe they still just drive a car that has to go 30 miles an hour.
Exactly the same as everyone else.
That's just the law, though.
I know, but money. What I'm saying is maybe money isn't that good.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You just see him wearing, and you look at Jeff Bezos, he's got a white t-shirt on. I can wear a white t-shirt.
It's once you get to a certain level, that's it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think he's got the best stain remover though, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? So if he spills a little bit of sauce down it, he's done.
We think Vanish is good.
Yeah.
He's got the next level. Vanish and never return. He's got that fucking
repellent.
Unbelievable stuff. Anyone gave Joe Sniff? No, I always think this. I think you look at a billionaire and go, that just looks like another person.
Was that a genuine comment?
That's what Kale Matra has said. Anyway. Sorry, I've just got a bit excited. Right, Danny says Haaland 4 mil, and I want to talk about this. This was another thing that Solskjaer was talking about. Talking about Haaland, when Solskjaer was at Mulder, Haaland was there underneath him. I think he was 17, 18 at the time. He said, I called United about 6 months before I took over. Obviously took over at United. And told them that I got the striker, but they didn't listen. He said, I asked for 4 million for Haaland, but they didn't sign him.
4 million!
2 questions. One,
you having a laugh?
Obviously, even at that age, even unproven, 4 million would have been worth
nothing.
The risk.
It's nothing.
But number 2, as someone who has played as a striker at the highest level and knows sometimes as well not every player will always turn out the same way depending on their career trajectory. Do you think he would have still become the same player he is today if he'd have jumped straight from Mulder to Man United, or did he need RB Salzburg, Dortmund,
he did need it.
Top level?
He did need it, but Solskjaer saw something and said, "Get him now. He can learn his trade with us, with the youth or with the reserves or whatever."
Yeah.
He could have learned that and then got straight into our team and been our striker for the next 15 years.
Yeah, and
that's
I think
what can happen.
Maybe a striker that, no offense to someone who, let's say a Callum Wilson, for instance, maybe he would have needed those step ups because even now he's a good Premier League level striker, obviously. But someone like Haaland, who is such a freak, who is such a world class player, I think it wouldn't have mattered either way with him, would it?
I mean, you see his strengths and the way he plays. He's been scoring goals for fun that all the time, and it's not like he gets the ball and dribbles past players, picks it up and does bits and pieces like Mbappe does. No. He's just a brute and just outpowers you and scores. He's always in the right place, and it's like the miniature Mario versus the guy who got big, the mushroom Mario playing football. So it's just mad. I don't think that it's going to make much difference if
defender just flipping upside down and falling off the map and stuff,
trying to foul him and getting injured, fouling him.
Your play style is quite like a Haaland, isn't it, Joe?
Yeah.
When you get,
I'm not like a Haaland, am I?
When you get to full speed.
I mean, look at my hair first of all. no locks on there. That's draining away. When I get to full speed, do you think?
I think there's a certain moment after 2 or 3 minutes of sprinting when you've got to full speed. I think there's a certain moment where
what you do
most centre backs in the Premier League will look at you and go, "I'm not having any of this." I think you could get who would be a big physical defender. Let's say Wes Morgan, obviously won the Premier League.
Yeah.
I think there's a moment where he goes, "You know what, lads?
I
can't do this today." He comes in at half time. Manager, take me off.
Did anyone do any?
He saw you. How red faced you were, how much sweat was coming off you.
Yeah.
The smell of
that looked like
jalapeno and cheese on your breath. And he went, I'm out.
Did anyone do any weird tactics this is mainly in rugby. People used to make themselves stink. Do you know what I mean? So you didn't want to go near him.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So did anyone ever talk to you and give you grief?
Yeah, people do madness. People do stupid stuff, but not. I don't remember anyone stinking.
No.
But Dennis Wise, he used to stand on people's feet for fun. I used to come in and I do, and then he'll pinch you,
really get on the skin,
pinch you, and you're like, oh my God, get off me! And then you hit him, and then it's like you're the one getting the red card. So, and when they put their hand on your head and they just squeeze it, and you're like, nah.
Yeah, because it looks
harmless.
Fine.
How you doing, mate?
I saw one thing, and someone had grown the fingernails out, and then they'd cut it so it was like
sharp,
jagged edges on the fingernails.
Oh my days! It's
really scratching. Yeah, you do all sorts, wouldn't you? I think you'd go really dark.
No, I wouldn't go too dark. I would need to be fair. I need a lot.
I
need a lot of help.
Them little dirty things, they're not good.
Obviously. You'd have a little bum bag with some dog poo in it, and you'd be like dipping your fingers in it, and put it into people's noses.
And my fingers. That's disgusting.
Just when a corner's come in. You know what's that? 1-0.
I'd love that.
Where's more? I'm out, lads. I'm done. I'm finished.
God.
This McGrath guy's got me on toast.
Oh my God.
Koth Mike said, I thanked him for everything he did for the club, and he looked me in the eye. Wait, were you there yesterday?
He must have been.
Oh shit, I didn't realise that.
Come on, Joe. It's because you.
I thought he just got the quotes like I had. Tell us more then. What was it like? Was it good?
He looked you in the eye and said what?
Some saying we got a little phone they could call, Joe. Could we sort that out for next time?
It's trickier than you think.
Really,
And
to get a little call?
open to abuse.
Yeah, but not if Koff might give us a bell.
No, of course.
And is he spelling it Koff, Mike, M-I-C or M-I-K-E?
M-I-K-E.
Lovely.
He said, I thanked him for everything he did for the club, and he looked me in the eye, got emotional, and said he just did everything he could. Oh, that's
did.
so nice.
He did.
I love that.
Yeah,
He'll be at Old Trafford today, will he not?
He is. Apparently, it's his first time back since leaving.
What do you think Ten Hag would be like? Ten Hag's got a lot of class behind him when it comes to people like that, I think.
Yeah, but also every club in the world. You come from Ajax, where literally every person in the hierarchy has played for Ajax. I know obviously he's gone now, but it was Overmars, Van der Sar.
Yeah.
Like, I think Kluivert was training there for a while, wasn't he? Or he certainly has done in the past. Like, that is a team that is completely sort of teeming with ex-players, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I think he'd be alright with that.
Yeah, I think...
You want it as well, don't you?
Yeah, I'd like to see it.
With Ollie, I was just crying out for him to go, you know what? I know my limitations. Let me bring in a coach that's actually doing what Ten Hag done now, because he knows the players. We're getting most of the players right. He got us to a certain level, and then that was it. There's no way getting past that, because you've got to give some kind of structure to the team, and he didn't have that in the locker. Just bring in someone who could do that, but he didn't, and that's where his downfall was.
You say that. May I turn your attention to the Mr. Kieran McKenna? 98 points with Ipswich this season. I know I'm on a mess.
I don't know if he gave him that responsibility, did he?
Between League One and trying to win a Champions League as well. I get that.
But whatever he did, can you see that in his Ipswich teams now? Can you see the way they're playing? Because we couldn't see anything with Man United. All we could see is players standing there going, move there. No, move there. Actually, what are you doing?
That winning edge was missing.
No one was moving.
Felt a bit like they were sort of working it out on the pitch.
And
They
Carrick
were.
as well.
Everyone had 5 touches before they passed the ball. That's proof that you're playing just whatever you want. You boys go out there and score. Go on, boys.
Yeah.
He's got a penalty as well.
All penalties.
The game's finished.
No, but
So it was all penalties.
All right.
Did
I
Leeds
thought you two were like, oh, it's a penalty.
Was Leeds
Apart
first
from
goal
that
a
last
penalty?
goal.
Oh, I think they missed this. You know?
Bamford.
Oh, he missed it.
Did he get a rebound?
He's missed a penalty. Oh.
Bad
Did
pen.
anyone?
You've got to start teaching people how to take pens, you know. I'm getting upset with the
You
amount
were a
of
very good
misses.
penalty taker, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm getting upset with the
What
amount
did
of
you
misses.
like to do before a penalty? You always knew.
I learned.
change?
He went into the bum bag, a little bit of dog lucky sniff,
Little
straight
flick.
to the goalkeeper.
He
He got so good at it, he could flick it onto the goalkeeper's top lip. So when he took the penalty, all he could smell was a little bit of dash on it.
That's disgusting.
Other than that tactic, what did you do when you were ready to take a penalty?
No, so you remember Nick Culkin from Man United? When I was at Bristol Rovers, I told the story a million times, but he came and he joined us. We was doing penalties. I was young, like 18, and we was doing penalties after training. And I missed like my first 4 or 5. And he was like, why don't you just take it how Cantona used to take it? I was like, okay, what's that? And he goes, you run up dead straight. You don't need to look at the ball because you're running dead straight. Just watch me the whole time. And when I move, you go the other way.
Really? So it's got to be a split instinct then.
I took about 40 penalties after, and I scored every single one. I was like, that's it. Taking penalties like this from now on. Yeah, after training.
Wow.
I'm taking it. I never missed another one in obviously league football. I missed in training and stuff, but in any football, I scored all the penalties since then, the whole time. So I made my own, of course. I run up to it real slow, and I pull my leg back really slow. And as I'm pulling my leg back, the keeper moves. Yeah. And soon as he leans anywhere, you can just slot it to this side of it. Even like 2 yards away, he can't move. He's already moved that way, he can't move. And if he don't move, it's going bottom corner.
Do you think the keepers knew you were doing that?
They can't do nothing about it, to be fair. They do know, because when you're looking at them, they look paralysed. It's like they get paralysed. It's weird. But anyway, I got to start teaching that for charging and teaching that.
Teaching the penalty technique.
Yeah.
Because some people miss penalties. Tell you who are weirdly bad at it. It's weirdly bad at it. City miss quite a lot of penalties, don't they?
Yeah. Mahrez all the time. Haaland missed the other day, didn't he?
I think
Did Haaland miss a pen?
Yeah, he did.
I'm sure Gundogan missed against Leeds. Yeah. So I was like, who's teaching them? Oh, that handball for Leeds.
Do you want to know a little? There was this rumour, and I'm just trying to find out if it was true.
You love rumours, you.
That left-footed players aren't as good at penalties.
Is it? Is that what it is?
But actually, I don't know if this is true.
Who's spreading the rumour? The right-footed people?
Honestly, you won't believe it. Overall, there have been 218 spot kicks taken by right-footed players this season across all 5 leagues. with 184 fine at the back of the net, or 84%, which is staggeringly high. This was a few years ago. But the left foot has a lower success rate of 76.4, which is below the average conversion rate. That's weird, isn't it?
Interesting.
Why would left footers be worse at penalties?
Too much techers.
Too much techers.
I think that's what it is.
I do.
Left footers look so technical and look lovely
Left
on the
foot.
ball compared to right footers.
What
They
foot are
look
you,
better.
Joe?
I'm left-footed.
I'm right footed.
Absolutely.
I'm both footed actually.
Pond of a left foot, mate.
Did you ever take a penalty with your left foot?
No. I took corners and free kicks, but not penalties. No, I didn't want to do that. I ruined myself. Miss a penalty and go, what the hell are you doing? Nah. I got a little tip though for anyone who wants to learn how to be better at penalties. Just have a think about this. You're in goal. I mean, the keeper's in goal. You're there, and there's two players inside the post. They're your teammates. You have to pass to either one of them. Are you telling me you can't pass the ball to either one of them without the keeper getting it? As you run up to the ball, you have to pass to him or him, and you run up to it. And as he's moving, you can see him moving, and you go, all right, I passed to him.
You want to write this stuff down?
I'm just telling people what, it's a simple rule.
It's a great day. It's a lovely day today. We should go take some penalties afterwards. A little 5-side pitch near.
That's genuinely stunned me. That
It's
I know
very
that's
simple.
so obvious, but like, yeah, if a goal is stood in the middle of a goal, and you got a mate each side,
You can't pass to him.
you're
no?
like, what? You can't pass. You can't find a pass to either of them and dodge the keeper. Well, yeah, of course I can. Even me, who's shit at football, I can find one of them. The keeper can't save both. That's mental.
Exactly.
And also, I always think that as well. Like, do you know someone like Michael Carrick,
Yeah.
who's one of the best passers I've ever seen?
Yeah.
Why didn't he just pass the ball into the corner of the goal more often? Like he did it against Roma in those two games, and I
Great
think he
goals,
scored
yeah.
like 10 goals for United in like 8 seasons or whatever. But you think he should have been someone getting 8, 9 a season, really.
Yeah, he should.
But it's hard to. Your brain just turns into something different when it's in front of the goal, doesn't it?
I'll tell you in a sec.
What about the new sort of keeper rule? Does that make the keepers are
Keepers are less able to save penalties
When you
now.
were taking penalties, half of them on the 6-yard line by the time you took it.
They're already out.
Do you remember the fucking 2005 Champions League
when
final?
Liverpool won the league.
One of them, Dudek, picks the ball up before he's even taken it, and it counts as a save. It's unbelievable how far. He's
So
like
mad.
literally going side to side. He's on the
crazy.
6-yard
Well, then what you could
line.
argue is Milan's keeper could have done the same.
Dida.
Yeah.
Dida could have done the same.
Dida did.
Did he
Saturday night. Right.
How did we get onto
What are you
that?
going to say? Sorry.
I can't even remember what we were talking about anymore.
Penalties.
Penalties as
We're not far away from kickoff.
What was you
No,
saying?
7 minutes till kick-off. Try and remember what we were saying, but if you can't, let's get into some score predictions. Give me your score predictions in the comments, not just the scoreline, but who is going to score for Manchester United. Who's it going to be? Sancho, Martial.
Do you know what's good?
Fernandes, Casemiro. Who's it going to be?
I know this has been a good hour because normally Joe, if we're running out of steam, asks for score predictions around 20 minutes to go.
Yeah.
But now we've only got 7 minutes. We've had a good hour of chat.
It's gone right fast
It's
this
gone
hour.
quick, that, isn't it?
Do you know what it is as well? This is the first time I think since November.
Friendship?
Not just that. The only ship that can never be sank, by the way, is the friendship. But this is the first time, excluding international breaks.
Excuse me.
Sorry, where United have had a week between games since November.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable.
And we've got another week to the game after. That, hopefully, do you think that can sort of bring United a bit, a quicker step, and maybe, I think last 30 minutes of games have been looking sluggish recently.
Yeah.
Do you think that'll help out?
I think it could do. I always like games coming thick and fast, but when it's that thick and fast and you pick up little niggles, you need a little time for them to kind of rest up. Like, like you get a bruised foot or something.
Yeah.
You can't get back and play. You then have to put padding on your feet with holes cut out and all of that so it don't hurt and all of that stuff to carry on games. And imagine you're playing game after game with something small like that. Every player's got something wrong. Yeah. Like always playing with something. So it'll give them time to get a little bit, get over them little problems.
Yeah, and you think someone like Bruno, he twisted his ankle, didn't he, in the Brighton game, the FA Cup? It looked like he might come off. He was iced up. I think he came off in the game. And then 4 days later he started. And you think, there's no way that is causing him no pain 4 days later. And then because he's played on it again, it was probably causing him pain on Sunday. Yeah. So he's had a week off. It might still be, but it's going to be a hell of a lot better than it would have been 3 days ago. Yeah.
What did you think about Pep's comments then about saying that the Premier League aren't helping them out by they're playing the game on the Sunday? They mentioned the Madrid played yesterday, I believe, to then have lots of time to prepare for Etihad away. Do you see that turnaround? Is it too much, that turnaround from Sunday to Wednesday?
Nah, Sunday to Wednesday is enough time. That's enough. There's no problems with that. It's usually like 72 hours you've got to have, and once you've got that, you shouldn't be having a problem. To be fair,
do you think, like you said there, like every so often, or let's say if you play like Thursday, Sunday, 3 weeks in a row, and then it's week, when it's every week for
that's a lot.
6 months. That is eventually. Right, score predictions. Joe McGrath, I'll start with you and I'll get to some of the comments.
I think, judging by our recent Wolves history that you brought up earlier in the watch-along, saying that we've not really scored too many goals, and judging by the fact that we don't have that many goals on the pitch, I'm going to go with 1-0. And I'm going to go with a bit edgy, and I'm going to go with a decent strike from someone we don't really think of scoring, maybe a Casemiro.
Okay.
That's how we're going to win 1-0.
Very nice. Yip Yap says 1-0 Anthony. Ken Flo says 2-1 Anthony and Bruno. Fabi Wan says 3-0. Fernandez scores 2. Vego scores 1. Nathan?
I already had my thoughts on it. I think we win 1-0. And I think Anthony gets one of his trademark goals because he hasn't scored one in a while, and he's had a lot of chances. Very true. He's playing better football to get himself in those positions more. He's going to get another one today, and this time, law of averages says he gets a goal.
Brilliant. Well, I'd love Anthony to score.
I like that. Ali Milani says drab 0-0. Philip Glover says 2-0 Bruno Pen and Sancho. Samuel Emery says 1-1, let's be real. Yusuf says Wolves have won 2 away games all season. You'll win this 2-0 comfortably. So I don't know who Yusuf supports, but maybe he's gone for a sort of you'll win this 2-0 comfortably.
He's a Wolves fan.
Maybe, yeah.
Watching the enemy.
Maybe. It's a tough one because when you look at it, you don't know where the goals are going to come from.
I know.
Is Martial going to get his one chance? Has he been kicked up the arse enough when he'd been on the bench last game? Because he did come on and look a bit more like he wanted it.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't revert back to that, I'm starting again, let me chill. Because I don't like the off-the-ball running from Sancho or Martial. They both need to be told, listen, you don't move. Garnacho is waiting to come on half-time. And the same thing with Martial, you don't move. And Vegi's coming on. I don't care if he hasn't scored a goal in a few years. He's going to come on and work hard.
Did you ever have players in teams that you played in that obviously they care about football because if you don't get to the top level. You know, you have to be able to care when you're on the pitch. But who maybe at this time of the year, we're not going to win the league, you know, top 4 isn't safe, but, you know, who would take the foot off the gas? Who you sort of think, mate, we're all trying our hardest here. Top 4 could slip, and you look like you're ready to, you know, drive home and be at home for the night. Like, did you ever have players like that in your dressing room?
There'd probably players like that in the dressing room. They wouldn't be the people playing.
Right.
There'd probably be the players who are on the bench or didn't get in the side. Like didn't even get in the match day squad at all. And that's why they're in that position. Yeah. If they're not putting it in training every day, or they're not looking like they really want it, then that's where they get. They sit there, even if they're better than other players.
Because I bet, just again, this is a guess, but I bet the most talented footballer ever, in terms of who could have scored the most goals, who could have been the best player, maybe never made it because of either injuries, physical issues, or maybe they just did. They had all the physical talent, they had all the skill, all the touch, all the dribbling, but they didn't have that drive. They didn't have that work ethic. Like, professional footballers have to be such a perfect combination of things.
Exactly.
Like, you look at Cristiano Ronaldo, people always say, oh, he wasn't the most talented, but he worked hard. He's also the most talented.
Yeah.
And
that's
he
why
worked
he is
hard.
where he is.
Yeah. So I suppose it makes
everything.
sense.
He worked on everything to perfect everything.
Yeah.
And he did what it took to get him there. And that's the thing. Obviously, I look after players nowadays, and that's when you look at the whole spectrum. Exactly what you said. If you don't have at least, let's say there's 5 areas, and you're not at least a certain level on all 5. Yeah. You're not getting there. You could be at 10 out of 10 for skills and ability. Yeah. But then if your drive is at 4, you're not getting there.
Or if you've got bad knees or a bad there's always a player, and everyone had one in every school everyone's been to, who, this guy made it. He played for Sheffield Wednesday, but actually the best player was this guy. Yeah. But he had a bad knee. You think, but part of being a professional footballer is not having a bad knee. It's mad that something as small as that or as trivial as that can let you down. Yeah. But if you've got a bad leg or weak ankles, that might stop you being a professional footballer.
You'll be out too much, and then you can't play. Yeah, you can't sign. So
you nervous, Joe?
Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous. Did you ever get grief from the mascots like Fred the Red?
No.
Any of the ones that dress up come and get in your ear?
No.
I wonder if I do
Always
that.
on your side.
You could just say it wasn't me. They're always on your side. I thought away from home. Would you like to be dressed up as Fred the Red?
Days like this, it's 20 degrees.
Oh, that would be
got
tough.
6 inches of styrofoam.
That would be tough.
It would be tough, wouldn't it? Imagine the sweat under that.
You'd be a tall Fred the Red, though. You.
I know, it'd be gross. Because there'd be like gaps between parts of the suit. Like, imagine all the kids looking. It looks like Fred the Red's been stretched to death. There's like a 6-inch gap between the shoulders and the head, and his little belly hanging out.
Oh my gosh. What's that thing called now? I was watching a TV show, it's Black Mirror.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it had one of them shows. I don't remember what it was, but there's a guy, he dresses up. He's actually, it's like a digital. No, does he dress up? Anyway, there's an episode where he's basically not him. He's covered in this thing, and they don't know who he is. Like, so when he takes it off, he walks around, no one knows who he is. And that just reminded me. You have to watch that episode. It's quite good, actually.
What's it called? That singing show, The Masked Singer.
The Masked.
Oh yeah.
Like
Did you see that one when T-Pain was on it? Is it was that? Maybe that was it. But he was singing, and everyone was like, "Who's this guy?" And then he took off his thing. He's like, "Wow, you got a voice like that."
Teddy Sheringham did it.
Is it?
Teddy Sheringham did it. It's like, who's behind the mask? And then like, is that Teddy Sheringham? Yeah.
Oh my god. T-Pain. Did I say T-Pain or T.I.?
You said T-Pain.
Yeah, T-Pain.
Right, we're about to kick off.
Here we
Varane
go.
back in the squad is big, I think.
The what?
Varane.
Look at his hair.
Yeah,
Let it
he's
grow,
looking
yeah.
fresh.
While he's not been fit. He said, I'm
Hopefully,
not cutting my hair till I'm fit.
I'd like to see half an hour of Garnacho.
Yeah,
today.
I want to see
20 minutes.
45 if Sancho's quiet.
Sancho needs a nice game today.
Yeah, he does.
To sort of finish off the season on a high.
That's a good front three, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they're on their game, it's a good front three. If it all depends on those two on the left and middle working hard, and I think the front three will be fine.
Yeah.
They just got to work hard.
I know Anthony, we're still talking about sort of end product issues and stuff.
Yeah.
But I like that he does work hard.
Yeah.
He does track back.
Exactly.
He tries over and over and over again. I think he's averaging the second most shots in the team as well. Like he's
getting there.
There's end product issues, but I think there's a lot of the good foundations to Anthony that as he improves and gets a bit more confident, I think we'll be there. Speaking of fresh haircuts, Martial is making up for Varane's with a very crisp piece. I like it when I see you with a fresh haircut, Joe.
Shut up.
No,
because you know there's only 10 left.
No, that's not what I'm
Before it
saying.
goes.
I see you and you look $1 million, honestly.
Come on.
It's just because of the beard shape. Oh, mate, this has come so quick, this game.
I know.
Come on, United.
Right, we're off.
Good luck, everyone.
Yeah, all the best. See you on the other side, everyone. Let's just have a nice, easy...
Analyse.
Do you know what we've not done in a while? We did do for a good spell in January to like February.
Yeah.
It's a good 3-0.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where it was like 3-0 at Old Trafford came thick and fast.
Yeah, get 2-0 up after like 38
and then
minutes.
just fucking enjoy
And then
yourself.
score one more in the second
You know
half.
what I mean?
That's what we want to see. Touch, move, triangles.
Yes.
Come on.
Nice.
Moving the
Oh,
ball.
come on, Wan-Bissaka.
Like that. All one touch.
He's going for it.
Give
Come
him
on.
There we go.
Oh,
Told you, he's going for it. He's heard me. He's heard me.
See,
Nath, I'll get you one.
Straight away, Varane, look.
Yeah.
Putting the ball high up there.
Nice.
I can't believe Diego Costa's only 34.
That was a good play.
what
for
did you
Great
think he
start.
was?
I thought he was about 29, 30 when he signed for Chelsea.
Ah.
You look at him, he's not a 25-year-old.
He's just got a bit beard, and he's a beardy.
It's not just that, there's something else going on there.
Put it in. Put it in.
Yeah, but
One of the.
To be fair, you look older than you are.
Go on. All right, there's a dig at me.
Do you know Joe's 22?
Unnecessary.
What?
Fuck 22. So
What are you again? 26?
27.
Still though.
Unnecessary dig at me. We were
No,
talking
not-
about Diego Costa.
It wasn't a dig.
Premier League footballer.
How is that a dig?
And
You
he
look very
brought back,
much-
you're
you look
older
very
than-
mature for your age.
yeah. You look older than you look. It was good at a time when I was 18 and you could probably go out in Manchester and no one say anything. And you're
Wow.
like 16, 17.
I mean, 60.
Getting to idea, getting in. But now, you know, can we get a little bit of volume?
I don't know.
Or
if
is
we
it,
can.
no.
We need headphones. One ear.
Varane. Lindelof.
That'll be interesting to see how them two deal with the threat. So, is Maguire on the bench?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Why was you asking that anyway?
I'm just wondering what's going through my mind.
Like that 1-2.
on.
This is what I'm liking about. You know, that's the improvement Anthony's been making now. He's been doing more 1-2s and trying to get on the end of it again.
Yeah.
And then even using that right foot, crossing balls in. You know, he's been a bit less predictable. I should
Adding
say.
more to his game, isn't he?
Yeah.
And you've got to do that, really. It makes sense to me that everyone should be trying to do that. Is that the case?
Exactly, yeah. Everyone should be working on their game to make them the best player they can be. And you can see the improvement over the year so far that he's starting to do a bit more. And that's what I'm happy with. I'm not happy with, obviously, still the end product is not where it needs to be, but I'm still happy that I can see an improvement.
Go on.
He's getting there.
Go on.
Off the ball runs like that again as well.
Yeah.
Like he's getting on the end of a lot of them ones. It's now, when you get on it and you get yourself in them dangerous positions, can you then start being that invincible player that the Saka's doing this year, you know? And when they get, you know, these other players, they get on the ball and you're scared. Yeah. Look, what are you going to do? At the moment, don't have too much of a scare factor. But don't do that. Don't do that. Get it out. Oh, love that, boys. Nice, actually. Yeah, don't worry, boys. We're City. We can do it.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
we are.
See, never Joe asked the quite serious football questions. I asked ones that... what I'm thinking
usually
of it,
cheese-based, wasn't it, earlier?
What's the perfect... You had to pick your perfect weather for a game of football.
I've got an answer as well.
What do you want? Because this is 18 degrees and sunny. It feels like a good day to play football.
Perfect. I don't mind any warm weather. I want warm. I want warm weather. I don't want to rain and cold and freezing.
Like a little bit of an edge.
I hate it.
I think
I just want it warm.
Oh, sorry, forgot.
I think you're
professional footballer.
That's what I like. I know. Most players don't want it. Most players won't like it.
What do you want?
Here's what I want.
No.
What?
Go on.
Overcast. I don't want the sun peeking through. I don't want anything in my eyes. I don't want to look up and get blinded. I want cloud cover. I want no wind. I don't want anything being. I want it. I want it to be.
Like these.
I want it to be the morning after it has rained the evening before. I want the grass to be slick, but not slick, but not boggy. Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
No wind, cloud cover, not raining, but it rained the night before.
Nice.
13, 14 degrees.
15 is perfect.
Yeah, I want to get a sweat on, but I don't want it to be a hot day. I don't want it to be muggy. Yeah. Low humidity.
Hey, he's got it all perfect.
No,
I've been waiting for everyone to shame I can't play football for shit, innit?
That is a proper detail.
What about you, Joe?
Raining so no one can see me. Let's go missing.
Fog.
Yeah,
thick,
fog.
Thick
fog in the corner of the pitch. I'll go stand there.
That was
Where's Joe gone? He's offside. Have you ever had a game like the hottest game you've ever played? What was it?
In Greece, probably.
Really?
We had summer there. It was real hot, like 37, 38 degrees. It's nice. It's nice.
No, that's not a word. It's like being in an...
And I was fasting, so I weren't drinking either, so it was a bit harder. But
fucking
hell. I didn't really mind it. I didn't mind it. I played well. I did well. They wanted me to, like I said before, they wanted me to fast all year round because I was playing that well. Without any food to drink and that hot. I don't know. I thrive in the heat. I know it's tough, but I just still love it. I don't know what it is, but you know, it gets to the end of the season, it starts getting warm like that. The last couple games of the season are so nice. They're so warm.
Like this.
Yeah.
It was literally like 18, 19 degrees.
Yeah, but exactly what you said there, though. That's like the total opposite to an Elise interview, innit? Is it Elise who gives that mad interview where he's just like, talk me through your goal. Yeah, just touched it, scored. Well, talk me through how it went. Yeah, got me the ball, scored.
Yeah, if you ask me what the best weather for football is, I'll talk to you for about 10 minutes about it.
Madness. So when you fast, I know this sounds like a crazy question, but the only way of hydrating your body is through drinking. Is that it? So even like afterwards, even like going for a shower, maybe, does that do anything to you? Does it help? Does it feel better? Do you know what I mean by that? Because did you feel quite dry at the end of it?
When you finish and you get that first drink, my gosh, you can feel like the water, all the water like dripping right through your whatever it is that your throat all the way down.
Yeah,
and it feels great.
Mad.
Bit of a shot there from Ericsson.
Yeah.
Is we'll put him in the category of it's crept up on you that he's going bald. Because I never had it in my head as him as a man who was losing his hair.
Maybe Tenaga showed him the way, you know what I mean? Like, you know.
Yeah, time to cut it, Ericsson.
Got it.
Come on, let's go board now. It's time.
Right then. Feels like... Do you know, weird it felt like the game got here really quick, but now it feels like we should have played longer than 6 minutes.
What are we playing at these days?
Varane with his...
he's not playing in a while.
Like he's just come back from injury there.
And De Gea still looking the same with his feet.
Why is he holding his back straight away? Oof.
Because he's carrying this team, mate.
Oh yeah, did you? Obviously, I heard over the last couple of days about what's his name, the keeper at Everton could come.
Pickford.
What do you guys think of that? Because I think his feet is amazing. I think he's got one of the best feet in the game. I think the shot stopping ain't as good as it should be, but
Definitely not.
his confidence, the way he's so confident as a player, he'd fit right in at United. It wouldn't phase him.
Yeah.
And his footwork is tremendous. I think his passing touch, his passing out wide, his drills to people. I like that about him. It's just
like
not
there
good
should
enough
be a
to
step
go
above
stop.
that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shot stopping is not as good enough
Yeah.
for me. I think he lets in goals where you think that shouldn't have gone in.
Yeah. He's a bit clumsy at times, isn't he?
Yeah.
But I know what you mean. The passing ability is good, and he's, in
just
comparison.
It's just, can you find a keeper that has both? So like, where is that keeper?
Alisson.
Yeah, but he's at Liverpool. Where's our player that we can get?
Here we go.
Come on.
Benny, put him in. Whip it.
Oh! Would you have passed there? Would you have got Martial?
You've got to play it soft where you can come onto it first time, but it's looking like it's a bit of a intricate one. But I would have probably just gone for the shot as well.
Just got to hit the target.
Why are you missing like that for in the middle of the
He always
goal?
does that as well, where he'll put it wide. He puts it an inch wide.
Yeah, you can't pass that in the end. It would have been tough. I think he left it too late to try and pass. So he had to do the whip. But if the keeper's, I've always said, if the keeper's covering your near post, that's his near post on his left foot, you can just go the other side. It's way open.
Yeah.
You can't save both.
What happens to, speaking of goalies, Dean Henderson? He's on loan?
Yeah.
So he comes back. Forest are probably up.
He's not good enough either.
Do they just sell him? Do Forest want him to just sell it to him?
I'd sell him. I'd sell him straight to them and get some money and use that for other funds.
Well done, Victor.
Just keep De Gea then. There's no point getting Thingy in for De Gea, Henderson in for De Gea. I'd rather just keep De Gea until we find someone. Love that.
Yeah, it's nice.
Get it out. Just play it out.
Putting a lot of pressure on us.
Big kick upfield in there. Well, he tried a pass before and it went out for a throw.
Yes, hold it up. Hey, ref.
Pretty easy that, innit? You got to do better there.
Yeah, he had to try and play for that.
Yeah, he do. When he's playing that position, Martial, sometimes I think, it's nice to win a free kick if you can. But first and foremost, your job is keeping the ball.
Yeah.
You can't be like, the first thing in his head is to go over.
Yeah.
You think, no, just stand up, lean into your man and keep it.
Yeah, he could have done that there.
There wasn't a big heavy contact there.
Yeah.
Just think like, what's the priority in that position is keeping the football.
That's why I hate when players dive themselves down, innit? They dive and pretend to flipping be hurt, or it's better to just try and keep the ball. Yeah. And then if you go down, you go down.
Yeah.
And then you definitely you're trying your hardest to run to the ball. At least you tried to sprint at, I guess, 95 there. That was not bad.
Little shuffle on him. I feel like he's got a lot slower in the.
Yeah, he has. He's not as fast as he used to be.
Put a bit of muscle on, but.
It looks like he might have had hammy problems or something, and he just doesn't want to go that full pace
it's
again.
Like he doesn't lift his knees up.
Yeah, he's a bit terrified.
Do you know how Matt used to run? Where he's like, Varane does the same thing as well, but Varane's is
that's a great
decade of knee injuries, I think.
Go on.
Whereas Martial's
like
younger.
Play him in. Oh, that's
Too
right.
late.
One more in other side. No. Just keep it. Just keep it. Where you going?
Oh dear.
Nah, Lindelof's all right with that.
Yeah.
He's all right with the ball. Don't even try it. Casemiro, you ain't got that to do that. It's too tight.
This is where I feel like we run a little bit out of ideas sometimes.
We'll get there today.
We need to break down a team.
We're looking like we can create chances against these, so I think we'll get there. Love that, boys.
Nice. A little bit of confidence on the ball makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oof.
Ooh.
Nice. I love that.
Get it moving, Varane.
Push up. Come on.
Oh, it's too far. Too far. Varane to Wan-Bissaka. Too long. Off the pitch. I'm loving the way Wan-Bissaka's been keeping his spot though. He's done well.
Yeah.
He's improved. He's continued with the same kind of performances as well. So I'm happy.
Nice. Bit of pressure, Martial, giving him.
Good. United started quite dangerously, didn't they?
Yeah.
Decent
A lot of
little
possession
start.
as well, so like 74%.
Yeah.
So we've controlled it well. We would do. We're at Old Trafford. We just need to put something on them a bit.
Yeah.
Get that goal, that nice cushion, then we can get a second. Forget the 1-0. Let's get a cushion early on.
I feel like I don't know what it is, whether it's the players or the mentality or the manager or whatever, but we don't feel like we've got that, like, let's go another.
Yeah, there's that hunger.
That ruthlessness to us.
Man,
we get
I
2-0
tell you
up
what.
and we go, do you know, like the Tottenham game? We got 2-0 up and went, we've won this, lads.
Yeah,
Let's stop,
yeah.
let's slow down.
Yeah.
You think, no, it should surely it's, our goal difference is 8.
Pouring it.
Tottenham are here for our taking. Let's try and get 4 or 5, and
crazy.
instead we sat off and ended up drawing.
Very much like the Seville game as well. We were 2-0 up. I know that gets brought up now, but
Yeah.
we're 2-0 up. You think, let's just get the third.
Let's get 3 or 4
Unfortunately,
here.
we did, and we put
The injuries there, wasn't
Yeah,
it? Was that
yeah.
the injury game?
Yeah, where
Martinez, yeah.
But we were 2-0 up by half time.
Ooh.
Well
Did
in.
another game like against against Liverpool.
Oh, well
Go on,
in.
Anthony.
Can you do something?
Come
now?
on, use one
Go down the outside.
There we go. And across.
Good.
Oh, someone running onto that, please.
Make something of it.
Yeah, like the game against Liverpool where they obviously scored 7. I know they were lucky, and it was a mad game, but
It was lucky.
Liverpool were. To score that many, it should have been, that was like a 3-4-0 game, I thought, in terms of the chances they had. But anyway, but they had this, like, if we get 2-0 up against a big rival, we don't go, let's get fucking 6 here.
no.
We go, oh my God, we're 2-0 up.
Yeah.
Let's sit back a bit. Like, I just think, when will we get that?
Well,
We're not at
The
that
amount of
level
times
yet.
we've been battered by rivals, and the only ones that we ever do like that is Tottenham occasionally.
Yeah. Well, look, we haven't got the you know what you were saying before. Right now, we don't look like we could do that against anyone.
No.
Because we just don't have the ability to score with the chances we've got. We get 3 chances, we should score 2 then.
Yeah.
You know, that's what happens. But United, at the moment, if you was to rack up the last 4 games, we've probably had 10 clear chances and scored 0.
Yeah. It's
10
bad, isn't it?
clear. Like, that doesn't happen. And that's what I recognised throughout the leagues when I was playing. The higher you go, they convert soon as you get a little chance.
Yeah.
You in the championship, you can expect the odd person to miss an easy chance. But the minute you go up to the Prem, it's 1 chance, goal.
Yeah.
And that's 10 chances so far, no goals. And that's why we're where we're at. Because our front 3,
Oh, that's a
that's
booking
dirty.
there.
That's
Come
very
on.
dirty. That's him again.
might be a red
I knew
back,
it had
you
to
know.
be a dirty player like him.
That's a minimum of booking that.
He better not be hurt, you know. He better not be hurt. He better not be hurt. He better be okay.
That was like the fucking...
Come on,
Let's have a look at this.
Fuming. How many times have you done that?
Flip.
Exact tackle. Oh, do you know what it is? It's all, he's trying to make up for a mistake that he made for that dodgy touch, wasn't it?
He had to
Clear
come off the
yellow.
floor. Good job he came off the
It's a
floor.
yellow
You
and
know?
have half that.
If his foot stayed on the ground, it would have been done.
It's bad, that. Not quite a red, but one of them where you go,
Yeah.
could have been.
Diego
If it's
Costa.
Casemiro, that's a red.
He has to get a yellow.
Oh,
That's for
100%.
sure. Diego
Everyone's out
Costa.
for him.
Whether verbally or on the pitch.
I like that part of Anthony, though, because he'll be pissed off at him now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
It's a little
he's,
fight.
he's not scared of people, is he?
No.
No, and Tenag mentioned a lot in his press conference about personalities, doesn't he? He likes that
Yeah.
word. Martinez definitely got it. Anthony's definitely got it.
Yeah.
Just think he needs more players that have definitely got it.
Yeah.
Bruno, I think, has got it. Personality-wise, you can see it. He loves it. But there's other players where I don't think Sancho's got it.
Yeah,
Not in a minute. He's not got that sort of...
Off the ball, they don't have
personality.
none of that.
Marshall, I don't think he's got it.
Yeah. Them two, that's what I mean. They don't have we can win the ball back
Oh.
kind of anything about them. I bet they probably
Go
got
on,
the
go on.
lowest stats when it comes to that. The lowest stats in with ball recovery.
Yeah.
Them 2 players. Probably Sancho number 1 out of and then it's, who's that?
Sancho.
Okay.
He's tried to go around the outside of his man. They're good to see him trying that, because that's the sort of thing he doesn't really go after in it, but
But that's
He
not
can't
what
come
we
off.
saw when he was playing for Dortmund, by the way. We didn't see him pick up the ball and run at you.
no.
It was never that. So when we see that now, we're hoping that he does it. But he's not going to do that because that's not his game.
No.
His game is passing and moving and getting back on the end of vertical runs. He runs straight line towards goal.
Fuck off.
And we don't find that kind of player. It's not set up for that kind of football.
Do you think that that's just never going to work then?
I think it's going to be very difficult for him to do well here if we continue playing like that without a player behind him that plays that way. Like Dortmund play a certain way. They play vertical, very quickly forward. The minute you see a pass forward, that's why what you used to do, just get up. You see, the minute our players get on the ball, he turns and he makes his run, Sancho. And the amount of times he doesn't get past. But you notice that it's the same theme. Mkhitaryan came, Kagawa came. Yeah. They all were making them same kind of runs and never got seen because that's not the way we play. If them players go to a City, they'll get the ball. They'll be in them dangerous positions and finding people. And that's where they'll do well. So if we get a Bellingham, might be a bit different because he'll find his passes, he'll find his runs. Then we need a Kane or someone up front that he can find them. So you just need them extra other players to make him be the best he's going to be. If we don't get them kind of players, I think it'd be a struggle to see Sancho at his best.
The Bellingham saga is interesting, isn't it? Because you read reports that it was a definite he was going to Madrid, but now there's and ahhings, especially what he did, sort of pointing after scoring a goal. Dortmund saying, "I'm not going in, I'm staying." I'm interested. He's the big man, isn't he? He's the person that I think everyone wants this summer.
Yeah, I wish we get him. I really do. But again, it's all down to if we get any takeover in it.
It's looking Madrid-like.
It is looking Madrid-like.
Yeah.
Which I prefer to Liverpool, obviously.
Well, I saw a City account today, a big one. I think he might be City Extra, quoting Bellingham saying that he didn't want to move to a plastic club. And they quoted it. That is one of City's biggest accounts, fan accounts, sorry.
So what?
As in, like, he didn't want to move to City because he didn't want to go to a plastic club.
To
Google that.
The thing is, though, if he goes there, who's in their midfield then? Because Modric is still playing. Is he quit yet? No. Then you've got Cruz who's going to keep playing. You've got Camavinga who's doing well. Tchouaméni, I don't really think he's up to the same levels. But then who plays? Does Bellingham come in and be a player who's in and out?
Every game.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I know he could be the next player who comes in and to take over from them boys, especially like Cruz and Modric. Come on, Martial. You're wearing molds, aren't you, mate? You're wearing molds.
It just feels like...
Why are you wearing molds? Get studs, mate. You know what? If I was a manager and I was seeing people slipping over and they're not wearing studs, I'd stop. I'd take them off. I say, you're not playing no more.
Don't let them. This has all come from accounting now. Fucking anything happens.
That's a rule. If if the pitch can take studs, you have to wear studs. The only time where you wear molds, I know I loved molds. I loved them. I didn't want to play in studs ever, but I knew it takes away 10-15% of your game. It's as much as that it takes off of your game if you're playing in molds when you should be studs.
Or because you're just worried about turning and
you
slipping.
You can't turn as fast. Nowhere near as fast. Yeah. You just can't. You can't like do a fake and get away from someone quickly. And then your foot in for shooting and everything. It comes down to it. All sharpness is all gone. It's gone down to sloppiness. You know? So I hated that.
Just thinking about most sports that are played on grass, like cricket, you have the little little plastic grips. Golf, they have little studs. Football, they have studs. Isn't it mad that a horse that also plays its sport on grass has just got flat shoes on?
Yeah, because horses have been around for time.
Yeah, so have humans.
We've not been playing sport, have we?
What, and horses have?
No, horses.
The great prehistoric horse game.
I've never seen a horse dribble. Horses run. That's all they do. They run. Naturally, horses have always run.
Yeah.
Yeah. We haven't always played football.
Sorry, how much is a golfer exerting themselves?
When was the last time that you think in caveman times that someone was whacking a golf ball? You're talking shit there. And horses have always sprinted. Oh, they don't need to change now. Also, I think they do
This is right up there with one of your stupidest
points. I think they do wear certain types of hooves.
2 points here. First of all, horses weren't doing the Grand National in caveman times either. And secondly, humans were running then. That's how they used to catch their food.
But I mean, what you're saying is why we're wearing studs. Yeah, but we weren't playing football. We were just going after our food. It needs studs for that. You're saying, right, horses as well. I'm sure they wear different type of hooves if you're a different horse.
They got studs on.
A horse has not got studs on.
Horse has not got a little round football boot
They've
like
definitely
that. Just slot over
they've
it.
definitely got a certain type of horseshoe.
No, they aren't. It's still a little
100%.
metal.
Google
Just
that.
hoof
Racing horses have different horseshoes?
This is unbelievable.
Oh
Joe.
my gosh, Nike shoes.
Nike yeah,
Just hoof it. Why
So
not?
sometimes you say stuff
Oh.
and it just washes over
it
my
was-
head,
it
and
was-
no one picks you up on it.
So what? Just so that I don't.
Because you were
just-
stunned.
So
by
I
the fact that
don't.
horses
So I don't
wear
leave this
shoes.
conversation thinking something that's not right. What is your
My
retort?
thing is,
My point
horses-
is, let me just say mine first. Sorry. My point is, everyone else that's playing a sport on grass gets some little studs. A horse is expected to run 35 miles an hour with flat shoes.
I get what you mean. It could
No.
go faster if it
Yeah.
had the right footwear on.
But here's the thing.
More
So
grippage.
one. You don't know that. Here's my point. You don't know that a horse doesn't wear anything specific, and I guarantee they do.
I reckon the existence of your first point is going to completely undermine points 2 and 3. But carry on.
No, and right. So, but also I'm saying points to I don't know where the third point is. Points 2 is horses have just always run.
Right.
And you're saying we wear studs because we're playing a game of football. Our balance is.
But we wear studs
He's saying
with golf.
we could run anyway on the pitch without boots, but if
Yeah.
we did, we'd be slipping. But,
Yeah,
but
you
when
could
it comes to horses, they run, but if they're running on a pitch, they'd be slipping a bit more. So if they had studs, they'd probably do it a bit better.
Know what I mean?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Do you
He
think
was saying.
so?
I don't know.
Right, here's
Let's
the thing
give a
then.
horse some studs.
Do you think they'd be better if a horse wore studs?
Yeah,
'Cause
they'll
you
be
don't think
faster.
they've tried
They'll be
it?
faster.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Grippage.
Horses would be faster
If they
wore
had
studs.
grippage, they'd definitely be faster, wouldn't it? It's like, imagine like Usain Bolt running without running shoes.
Yeah.
He's not going to be as fast as running with running shoes because you got the grips to give
I
you that.
also think football, we're doing something that we've not always done as humans, like play football, like sport. We've done it for the last 100 years, plus years. Horses have always just ran.
Right.
So if
you got horse A.
Yeah, but not with a ball at the feet. That's why we need to wear studs.
No, because golfers wear studs. They're not dribbling a golf ball.
Yeah, but if you got a horse and it runs 9
I've got someone who
seconds,
always, yeah.
a horse runs 9 seconds,
Yeah.
and you put studs on the horse, you don't think it runs 8 point something seconds?
I think at 8.7, mate.
Yeah.
I think so. 8.65.
I've just been sent to someone who's watching this. Yeah, horses do wear studs.
Let's have a look.
There we
Shoeing
go.
can help give the horse added stability and grip in difficult weathers.
Yeah, but they don't put studs on them. Horseshoes are just flat metal.
No.
Yeah.
No. He just
I
says
didn't know
something-
about
Anyway,
when they run, they
yeah,
might wear
everyone-
different things. I don't know.
100%. They've got to wear studs.
So your point is, A,
So don't
horses
wear molds then.
Your point, so just to be
Don't
clear,
wear molds.
your points are these. A, horses don't need it. B, horses do it.
No. Yeah,
Terrible.
true.
You've
I say
literally
horses.
you're covering all
horses could just
bases.
get off. Horses could just get off.
Anyway, corner to Wolves.
Do you think when, like in
Wolves,
war,
by the way, who have got claws, so they can have extra grip.
do you think during like war when we use them in like battles, do we put fucking studs on the horses?
No.
So when we were going after like 1066.
No,
Nah,
you're
that's
making my
different.
point now.
That's
No, I'm
something else.
not. I'm saying
I'm
that horses are just classed without them.
Yeah.
But they do wear them.
Right.
You were saying, oh, horses, isn't it weird that horses don't wear them?
Yeah, I think it is.
But they do wear them.
Right.
Google,
You're making opposite points.
No,
to
I'm not.
cover
I'm
you and
making
back
two.
it.
You're in the middle. I'm making points here and here.
So it's not even
Like a
an opposition
rainbow.
point then, is it? It's basically just
What
the point of
horseshoes do
correcting
the
it.
horses wear when they're riding? Aluminium, still flat. See you
Have a
later.
look.
Savaloy.
Come on, United.
They ain't got little studs on them.
Bruno into Sanch, no? Free kick?
Yes.
Free kicks United.
Who
anyway,
can
don't
take
worry
one
about
from that wide? Who?
that. Ericsson. He's probably looking
Yeah.
at an Ericsson.
Yeah, he's got
Sure.
one of them ones, isn't he? Oh, he's got on his foot. Why is he going on like he didn't touch him? He's got his ankle.
With his studs on.
He's looking at him going, I didn't do it. With his molds on. About to slip. Come on, Bruno.
Free kick here to United. Level with the sort of left edge of the 18-yard box as United attack it. 25 yards out. Bit of a tricky angle for a shot, this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because
it
the goal is sort of covering the near post here.
Yeah, it needs to be perfect for this to go in.
So what about greyhounds? When greyhounds race, what do they wear?
They've got claws, studs, built-in studs.
Yeah.
Built-in studs.
Yeah, like
That's what
cats.
claws are.
Yeah. Mad.
Wolverine.
Anyway,
Let's go. Can this go in the... Nah, he's in the middle and he's going to save that.
Oh! Good effort.
Good
Not
free
bad.
kick.
Good stick on those gloves
It's
as well, wasn't
not
it?
bad. Isn't it?
Oh,
Good spit on the gloves.
that spray. He's probably got that spray on his hands.
Yeah, that's one of the worst kept walls I've ever seen. You see their 3 players when the ball went over them there.
Got scared.
They're like a yard between each of them. Right, Martial, come on now. Let's get a shot away. Back to Bruno. He's had one.
Oh, you hit the wrong
Sancho in
man.
Back of the leg.
Give it to Wan-Bissaka for a shot.
Ericsson hits it. Bounces
He's
wide.
not going to score it. He's got such good tackers, and he just hasn't scored.
I know.
He just needs to get a goal, like.
Just had it confirmed they do wear studs.
They do, yeah. Okay. Got the picture in as well.
By
Got
Willie.
Let's have a look.
the picture sent as well.
So actually, your
was
point
right.
about them not what?
I was right.
Yeah,
How?
but you always
Because
right,
I said
you made both arguments.
I made both arguments.
stop,
You
they
were
just
in the
won.
middle.
Your
I said
first
you don't
argument-
know that they don't wear studs.
your
and then
first
you were
argument.
so confident.
Your first argument was they don't need them.
Yeah, I don't think they do.
All right.
Because
Like
they
me
could just go on
saying
and
Joe
get
was
off.
right. Joe was right.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You make
You're both
sometimes
right,
he
innit?
says crazy
You're both
stuff
right.
where he makes bold statements. Mm-hmm. Isn't it
I
like
think
the horses don't wear studs?
you've said something that makes sense, but that's what I mean. There's no opposition. There's no opposition here. You said wouldn't
What
be
do
right.
you wear, Joe?
What?
What do you wear?
When I'm running about,
Yeah.
just a delicate trainer.
There's nothing like the sound of studs from players like not running on grass, is there? It makes me feel like back at school.
In the dressing,
in the dressing room.
changing room.
Yeah. The little click and clacking as
Yeah,
it
it's nice actually, that noise. Takes me back. Corner to Wolves.
Oh God, come on. I think we've been doing all right.
Yeah, we have. We looked okay.
We just need to actually make
Need to
chances.
get a goal. Need to
We
get a
look
clear-cut
dangerous without
chance.
creating big chances, which is United's story all season, isn't it?
Yeah, we need a clear-cut chance.
Oh,
That's poor.
Yeah.
That's out of play. Lovely. Varane needs some water, does he?
Varane does.
I think he's gone and picked up De Gea's ball.
Lopetegui losing his shit on the sideline there. I don't know what's up with him.
Don't cross the ball like that ever again. Cut inside and take your time.
Oh, hold on, Wan-Bissaka. Varane back to De
Get it
Gea.
back to Lindelof. Give it to him
Big
early.
shoulder.
Well done.
Don't waste no time. There we go. Time on it, boys. This is where I'm saying this kind of position here.
Nice.
Oh,
Come on,
lovely.
now do something with
Put
it.
him in. Right side.
Oh,
One more.
One more,
There we go.
nice.
Across goal. Nice. Put him out too
Sancho.
wide. One more. Put him in. Put him in.
Martial.
Can we please get a chance?
Do you know people talk about like De Gea not being great with his feet or whatever? Actually, it's just Luke Shaw.
Oh, sure. Don't take the shot, please.
I know.
Go
Why
on,
is
put
she up there?
Put him in. Put him in.
Come on.
No one in the box though, is there?
Go on.
Yes,
Oh,
there
yeah.
is.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
no. That was bad.
That's really bad.
It didn't look like he was going to get
Free
there, and then it looked like
Yeah.
it was there perfect,
That
and
was
he
a
missed
brilliant
it.
cross. I thought there was no one on there.
That's 2 chances for Anthony once
that's a
again.
big
Really
chance,
think
that.
about me.
30 minutes, 2
It don't
clear
matter, he's still a
chances for
human
Anthony.
being and he's supposed to score that.
Oh,
gotta
at
get
least
that
hit the
on target.
target, bottom left corner.
That is
That's a goal.
mad.
Just direct it down there.
Oh,
How
goes
do you
too
direct
early.
it high? Like
one of
how?
those where it's like that feels like it was harder to do what you did then than actually score.
Yeah.
Oh
At
my
least get it on
gosh.
target. Like you said, just go back where it came from. But he goes too early, so by the time it gets to him, it hits him like on the top of his head almost.
My
Gets
goodness
underneath
me. People with heading as well. I don't get it. How do you miss? How do you head like that?
It just looks like he's never practiced it there, doesn't he?
Yeah, but if a ball, you throw someone the ball, yeah, head it to him there.
Nice.
You just head it to him there, innit?
Yeah.
And then that was I remember what I was going to say.
Oh, well done.
All that time ago, we were talking about
35 minutes ago.
Yeah. You know, you're saying about the shooting, isn't it? You talk about the finishing,
Yeah.
the ability to score because Carrick could hit the ball
Yeah.
and he could hit the ball and score. Why couldn't he do that as often?
Yeah.
Because when you play in other positions, you're not practicing that. That's not your trade. If you get what I mean. Like
Yeah.
for strikers, we go away and we'll have a whole session finishing.
Right.
While the other midfielders, they have a whole session keeping the ball and finding the players. Defenders, they'll find a whole session playing the ball down the lines and keeping it in play and all that stuff. So for us, that's our thing as strikers, to make sure whenever that ball comes to us, under pressure, not under pressure, just being pushed off balance and all of that stuff, we got to still be able to do that same kind of finish. And it's a massive difference. I remember doing finishing before a game starts. You know, when they finish warming up.
Yeah.
And a few of the strikers do finishing. So let's see if that's a goal.
Come on now.
Put him in.
Come
Put
on
him in.
now.
Put him in.
Nice.
Right.
Anthony,
Right foot it.
goal
Think
there.
it. Oh!
Really good.
That's what you do, son.
He did.
Anthony there
Yes, he's the best. He's the best. No, I'm playing. He's
Fine.
well done,
Goodness.
Marshall.
Yeah,
Great work, Bruno.
Deserve that as well. Bruno to Martial with a lovely pass. Bruno to Anthony with a lovely pass. Anthony with a great composure, FIFA style, just squared it across
Brilliant.
the goal. And Martial
Sancho!
basically
I think he
tapping
was
at the
involved
back
in it
post.
too.
Yeah.
Well done.
I think he was in it. He made the move out to the left.
Yeah. Drew a play away.
Yes.
Feel good for him. Keep that confidence
Yes.
with Martial.
While Rashford is out, Martial scores.
Martial's got to step up. Do we know how long Rashford's out for?
Might be one game. It looks like he's not offside. He's onside.
Brilliant.
And well done, Anthony. You find your man
well
and a
done.
nice finish in the bottom corner. Now it's
Great
on.
goal.
Now we can get more goals.
The weight on that pass from
Yeah, perfect. And then that's perfect.
Oh,
and the
that's
corner
good.
point
Yeah,
finish,
yeah.
perfect.
Bruno, man, he can just make things happen, can't he?
Who's that assist? Anthony assist.
Anthony assist.
Yeah, another assist for him. That's good, lad. Well done.
Love it. That's what we needed, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So,
Big win.
let me finish the last 4 or 5 seconds of what I was saying.
Sorry, man.
It was the finishing. Is when you're finishing, I remember I used to play it into the player and then get it back. And you had someone standing at you and just like nudging you before you hit it. And the amount of time you just don't hit the target anymore.
Really?
Have you seen like when players just hit the target and it looks like they're amazing finishers?
Yeah.
And then you think in a game, how come you
You
just
see him
missing
warming up
like
with no one
that?
around him.
Yeah.
They're like hitting, like posting in, but like almost, yeah.
And the minute you get a little tap, a little touch, someone on your shoulder, stopping you moving, your finishing goes off. And that's the difference between top finishers and finishers
I
who
suppose
are...
defenders know that as well then, don't
Yeah,
they?
a little
even
push,
if you can just get a
little
nudge.
anything, yeah. That stops you from finishing.
Interesting.
There is a really lovely image on United's socials of Ollie making a return.
That's good.
Seems like he's walking along pitch side as well.
Let's have a
lots
look.
of fans.
Nice.
There you go. Have a look at that.
AI generated.
He's
yeah,
walking
he is.
along. So that's,
Yeah, he is,
that's
yeah.
a proper club invite, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's got the club suit on, I think.
Yeah.
Is that like
Do you know I like when
coronation
if
where?
you're the president, even after you've stopped being president, they still call you like President Reagan,
yeah,
President
yeah.
Clinton,
Yeah, yeah,
President
yeah.
Trump. I think they still call him Gaffer.
Yeah,
call him the
I
manager.
call all my gaffers
Yeah.
gaffer.
You would do,
Like,
wouldn't
yeah,
you?
that's what you do. It's just, I don't know. It's just the way it is.
Who's the gaffer who manages the most amount of times? Or
Paul Gill the
longest?
most. I
Paul
think I
Gill.
went with him a few times.
Yeah.
Wigan, then went to Derby with him, and then went to Ipswich with him. So it's 3 clubs I was with him,
Wow.
to be fair.
What was it?
Sorry.
Are you at Reading as well?
No. Me?
Yeah.
No. Started Bristol Rovers, then to
I always do
Wigan.
that because I'm thinking of the blue and white
Yeah,
stripes.
that's Bristol Rovers.
Yeah.
The blue and white squares in it.
Yeah.
They were. So I was a blue, then I was a red. No, I was a blue, then I was a blue, because I went to Wigan, didn't I?
Yeah.
So 2 blues. Was I ever a red? Yeah, I was at Crewe. Derby was white. West Brom was white.
Yeah.
White and blue again. And then Watford was yellow.
Yeah.
Totally off. And then towards the end, I went to Preston, that was white again.
Nice.
So never really a red.
Something
Apart
about
from
a yellow
Crewe at
kit
the
I
end.
don't
I know.
like.
I don't like
Especially
yellow.
that as Watford as well because it's red and yellow like
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like, it just don't. You can't ever imagine a top team with a yellow home
Yeah.
kit, can you?
Yeah.
I know there's Dortmund.
Well, I do
but-
like Dortmund. I do like their kit.
Yeah.
It's red and black, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's nice
That
design.
looks better than the table as it stands. Looks better than the fucking other one. What was I going to say? Wigan struggling a bit, aren't they?
Yeah, they've
Not
got down.
relegated from Championship, and
Yeah.
I don't think they've paid the players for a while.
Yeah. Funnily enough, I've got a game tomorrow at the JJB.
Really, yeah?
Yeah, it's the Man City. You know the team that beat City in the FA Cup?
Yeah.
We're supposed to be playing them versus like the past, present, and past, present players as well.
Who's this? Can someone tackle him? Jesus
Yes,
Christ!
Cunha.
Who's that? Cunha just
Yeah.
fucking running through
Oh,
everyone.
He's not
Casemiro,
bad.
keep an eye
Oh,
on
not
yourself.
again, Casemiro.
He's been booked.
He loves a booking. He said, I can't play a game without getting yellow.
Well, Ericsson really should have had one there. He did more than.
Oh, it's not even that. It's not even like he done something really bad on him, but he stopped him getting forward, didn't he? It's a yellow. And now you can't tackle again, you.
Yeah, no.
Casimir, you got to learn to do better than that. I heard he never had red cards before. How the hell did he get through all them years without getting red cards if he's playing like this?
If
I don't
he gets
know.
another red card, what does he get banned?
He gets eliminated from football.
Yeah,
He gets his license taken off him.
Oh my
He has to go to a yellow card awareness course.
Also, let me see what the Bolton score is.
Yellow card awareness.
Just sat there. It's him, Sergio Ramos,
Yeah.
like Luis Suarez, all just sat there.
Yeah.
What do you do if someone does this to you? You bite him. No, you don't bite him.
No.
By the end of this course, you'll know why you don't bite
They
him.
show you different scenarios.
Yeah,
What would you do here?
Pull him back.
240.
Pull him back.
my
Nope.
God.
Okay, well, this is gonna be difficult. That sounds like a Paddy Power advert, that doesn't it?
Yeah. I think you just helped them make
They're
it.
starting to make some good ones, though, aren't they? Funny. Where do they get them from, though? How do they get all of the
Just
everything we're all
not
thinking
bothered,
about? Yeah.
They just have this creative team which can just do whatever they want. Man.
They're basically saying all the negative things that everyone says about everyone,
We'll
isn't
off
it?
him.
Tries to kill off United. They're quite funny, to be fair.
Go on.
Don't you lot start
Get into
playing
him.
now.
Get into him.
Like this, we better not sit off now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't need to just have only one and think we got it.
I know.
We ain't got it. We need another one. I'll happily be wrong with the goal scoring, the scores.
Navoma says who scored? It was Martial.
Martial, of course,
Bruno
as always.
slipped in Anthony.
Yeah,
He
Anthony
squared
with
it
a
to Martial
wonderful
with an open
pass.
net, tapped it in.
Brilliant.
They've got one of those. I know there was a defender there, but when you're a striker, the ball coming to you
Yeah.
on the 6-yard line, no keeper in net. That's got to be the best feeling in the world,
Yeah.
isn't it? Like all I have to do is not hit one bloke who can't use his hands.
Yeah.
Love that. Well, you know when the ball's like rolling and you're getting there first, and there's literally no one there. You think even if I hit this as hard as I can, I can't get it over the bar. Like this is
people do.
centimeters off the goal. That's the best feeling ever. You're like,
Yeah.
I just got. This is a goal. I'm
Yeah.
gonna score. And then occasionally someone absolutely slices it and hits the post.
But Azevedo's had about 4 of them
Oh,
since he's been at
100%.
United.
That one that Wan-Bissaka had the other week. It was against
Oh, yeah.
Everton.
Oh, my gosh.
It was literally
Wan-Bissaka,
5 yards
yeah.
out with no
Yeah,
keeper in
yeah.
there, and he puts
Hey.
it wide.
Yeah.
That was bad. That was the half where we had more chances, I think.
Who was that against?
Everton.
Brighton.
Everton.
No, do you not remember where we
Yeah,
had
yeah,
so
yeah,
many
yeah, yeah.
chances? It was unbelievable.
I think we had 13 shots on target. Oh no, like 20 shots on target in the first half or something.
Did we
No,
win?
20 shots
What
until
score did we win that game? 2-0?
2-0. But we had
Was it 2-0?
our XG was
I
like
don't know.
4.5. We should
We
have scored
should
4 or
have.
5 goals that game.
This is my point. Man United, that's the one game where it was crying out. Hey!
Oof, what's that?
It was crying out for us to go and win the game big,
Yeah.
and we only get a 2-0.
Yeah.
Like that should be 6-7-0 in the end, I think.
Yeah.
Like
We
if
absolutely
any other
destroyed
team
them,
that's up
didn't we?
there, even like a Newcastle, I'd expect them to put them to the
There's Ollie
sword.
there being shown on tele.
There it
Yes,
is.
Ollie.
Good lad.
Yeah, because if anything does happen with the rest of the season, it comes down to goal difference. We've got no hope.
No.
No hope.
No chance.
Literally, like
Yeah, forget goal
it's
difference
genuinely
when it comes to
impossible to
us.
claw that back now.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah. 3 games
No
left.
chance.
I think we're 24 behind Newcastle,
No chance.
which is just astonishing, really, isn't it? And he's got the most clean sheets in the league, De Gea.
Yeah.
How has that happened?
Because
We've
we
had
have a
some
proper
stonking
defence
wins.
when we're playing. When we've got our proper defence in and our
Yeah.
proper midfield, we're a team. We can play with anyone. But we just only got them 11 and that's it. And plus, it's not even 11. When you look at it, you need a proper number 9 that's going to get you 20 plus goals a season.
Yeah.
And then we could be up there. Telling you, the kind of football we were playing was good enough.
After the World Cup.
Yeah, it was creating chances for fun. We're winning 3-0 every week, and 2-0, 3-0, 2-0, 3-0.
Yeah.
And we weren't conceding because we looked so good because Martinez and Varane's still there,
Yeah.
Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, and then you got the midfield. So the combination of the lot made all the difference.
Yeah, and then you put, and I'll just say Kane for, ease, but you put Kane in that team as
Oh,
well.
mate, telling you.
Yeah.
And on fire Rashford the way he was as well.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
unbelievable.
Thing
I
is,
think there is any hope that this team here can beat City in a final.
I'm really not too hopeful at the moment, but
At the moment,
stranger
yeah.
things have happened.
100%.
So I
mean, you
hope we
mentioned
can win.
Wigan.
That's what I'm
Mentioned the
saying.
Wigan,
They're the
yeah.
ones who beat them, and they were expected to batter them. So it can happen. I'm just like, without Martinez, I feel like we're just handicapped. Like, like we played them the other time, and we got the win. We was at our very, very best, and we got the win with all the players we need.
Yeah.
We don't have Martinez, and he's a massive difference to being able to be up there playing against the City and having a chance of winning.
Yeah.
I just don't see us winning. My heart says yes, but my head says I can't see it happening.
Body's telling me no. Oh. Well, that was an interesting little moment there. Nearly scored a second then.
Yeah.
From a Wolves head.
What is it? Corner comes in.
Oh,
And then it's-
it. Oh.
Lindelof deflects it onto, I don't know who their number 12 is, and then it almost drops in the back post.
They think they've beaten Real Madrid already. They don't realise how good the Real Madrid are going forward. They're still a team, and it's going to be a tough one.
It was an exciting match to watch.
Great game to watch. I think it's still 50-50 now. I don't care that at home. The Real Madrid are a different team.
Yeah. Ooh.
They got the attack about them.
Come
on, someone get something.
Oh.
It might have been better nodding that down.
Yeah, I thought backwards.
Who's that?
Well,
Well, Luke Shaw, great tackle there.
Yeah, Shaw's the man now.
Fucking hell.
He knows what he's doing, Shaw. He's the man.
Yeah, he's good, isn't he?
Got to get that right because he's away then. Oh, what a tackle.
Really
Just
good
about
tackle.
as well. Lastminute.com. That could have been a red if he missed it. But he knows what he's doing.
Wouldn't it be mad if he just got sent off then and we're down to 10 men?
Not again. Like
It'd be so United, wouldn't it? Yeah.
That was 0-0, wasn't it?
Relatively comfortable, and then we just get knocked down.
And that's another thing, isn't it? When we go down 1-0, it's not like we can handle them games, is it? We actually look like we're down. Like, there's teams that go down and they still can control games. I know it's City, they are way ahead, but they are a team that when they go 1-0 down,
Yeah.
one man down, they still can get you. How
They're
come?
still the better team.
Yeah, they keep the balls still,
Yeah.
and they still create chances, and it looks like they can still get goals for fun. For us, we went 1-0 down against Southampton, and I was like, my goodness me, Southampton are so much better than us right now. It's unbelievable.
I honestly think if City had to play every game next season with 10 men,
Yeah,
they'd
they'd
finish
probably
top
win the league.
half. I don't think
they'd probably win the league.
They'd finish top half. If United had to do it, we'd get relegated.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know what that is.
It's better football, isn't it? It's being able to keep the ball under pressure, and we can't do it.
Yeah. It's mental, isn't it?
We've just got, a great way of playing, and the players who can handle that football all day long.
Yeah.
They thrive under pressure of keeping the ball.
Oh,
God,
easy
get
overlap
lost,
there.
get lost,
Fucking
get
hell, that was
lost.
easy, wasn't it?
Get lost.
They're the scary times, isn't it?
Just a sort of easy 2-on-1 overlap on Wan-Bissaka on the right there.
In at half time, 1-0, Ten Hag hopefully has a little team talk, rise it out. Let's get a second though.
Yeah, we need a second. We don't want to have to roll with this 1-0. Huh?
Oh, what? Free kick?
You see him hobbling and then carrying on. Did he actually kick him?
Oof,
Stands on his toe.
not fun.
Yeah, let's not concede now.
Anthony always looks like he's wearing a shirt a bit too big for him, doesn't he?
He looks like he's got a coat hanger in.
Yeah, always a bit too big. I wonder
One of
if that's
them-
a tactic.
Them triangle ones.
Bit too big.
He's
No
only
shoulders.
small. in
He's
real
got no
life.
shoulders, has he?
Like he's so narrow and skinny.
Yeah.
Like his
Yeah.
frame is just tiny.
Yeah.
That's a shit.
Oh!
Chaos.
Get that ball out of there. ASAP.
See you in a bit. Get it gone.
I am
Get it
worried.
gone.
Hey!
Let's go.
Right,
go,
Anthony,
go.
what can you do?
Do something, please.
Love it.
Go.
Breeze him.
Go.
Breeze
Yes,
him!
Anthony, brilliant.
Go.
Oh!
Go.
Come on! Find him!
Go.
Find him!
Go, Anthony.
Find
What are
him!
you doing?
Martial.
Oh! What a run, Anthony!
Anthony could have done a
Why
little
didn't he
more.
find whoever was on the left? Why didn't you just give it to him?
Oh, he held it on for a bit too long.
Oh, don't tell me you're injured now, lad. That was great.
It was good.
That's
Who's
what I want to
injured?
see more of it. Yeah, but I'm sure Sancho would have free on the left.
Yeah.
He could have just slotted him.
Yeah.
Oh my days! What a run! Tell me you're okay, lad, because you don't. We need more of that.
when he just kicked it into gear a little bit, you could see the intensity.
On the Kawasaki there. See you later. My goodness me. That's what I want to see. That's what I wanted to see from day one.
Yeah.
See him do that every game. I know the player must have been a little bit slow, but that's good.
Yeah, if he'd have just found the pass at the end of that. Well, I suppose he did find a pass.
Yeah, but the best one was open. It's a free one. There's one touch to finish that.
Come
You
on.
see him running? No, you can't play that.
Oh.
Nice.
You got Diego coming at you.
Go on, Wan-Bissaka. Get him sent
He's
off.
had
Sent off
booking.
in it, yeah.
Oh, nice bit of movement.
Oh.
We're moving it well. 2-0 will be wonderful.
Overlapper, play him. Oh, one more. Oh, bang. Oh, not bad, not bad. Good football.
It's got to be half time now, surely.
Surely.
Yeah.
What's he worried about? Bruno, what was he saying there?
I'm sure he could have put Sancho in. I'm sure I think it was Sancho. He should have put Sancho in. Because it was open. You're like, hey, play him.
Yeah, play him.
Play him. Oh, you play someone else, got it.
Half time, then 1-0. A few people in the comments. So we've got Gordy B666 says, brilliant by Anthony. And literally, the comments either side are Anthony will be a bench warmer next season. Anthony is horribly frustrating. To me, watching that is much more of a promising sign than a negative.
Yeah.
The fact that he's getting the ball on the edge of our 18-yard box and sprinting it all the way to theirs.
Yeah.
The pass could have been better, but he kept he didn't lose it. He didn't drop it. He didn't fuck up. He just could have made a slightly better pass. Is that a positive or a negative to you?
That's a positive for me.
Yeah.
Because we know what he can do. If he can do that and create an open opportunity for someone who's free, now the next step is, right, you're there, decision making. Can you pass that at the right time? Football's all about timing. And the pass of that, but that's like 3 of the 4 steps, if you get what I mean. Let's say there's 4 steps to a goal. That's 3 of the 4 all in one go. And then he needs just the last bit. We can get that. He can get that. That's not hard.
And if we look at his decision making, I know he didn't have much on because the way the goalkeeper was closing him down. But if you go to the goal, Joe, he's in that position there where he's on goal, 1-on-1 with the keeper. You couldn't have really been annoyed at him if he'd have tried to dink the keeper, if he'd have had a shot. And instead he squares it to Martial, tapping for Martial, obviously good positioning for him to be there. But you saw a little bit of that decision making from Anthony in that moment when it was right, didn't we?
What he's doing really well is just like a bit of a troublemaker. I mean, there's been a couple of moments where you just think maybe that last step of getting the ball out of his feet could have been sooner, could have picked the pass. But yeah, he's doing it. And he's worrying defenders and he's scaring them a bit. His speed, when he picks up the ball from, like you said, the 18-yard box. And it just looks like he was playing FIFA and put his hand down on the speed button. And that acceleration to take him to the next step was incredible. So yeah, although there is bits where he can learn and definitely could have made the pass here and there, you've got to say he's a troublemaker and he's giving more than other our attacking players. Like, if we had 2 of Anthony, say Sancho was really ready to step up a little bit, then possibly, as in like, so Sancho, he hasn't really done much this game, but if we had 2 of Anthony, that would be murder for the defenders. Like, the possibilities could be endless for United. So I think it's a positive.
Yeah. I think he needs to get, like you said, the end product overall, that would be great. Because if you think about it, this whole first half, it's that one time where they gave the ball to him and he should score.
Yeah.
Then it's the pass where he plays it to Martial. That's got to get there. It does get there. And that one there, I see that it's got to get there. So that's 1 out of the 3 he's done. It's got to be 2
He had a
of
header
3.
as well. He should have scored.
So that's so that's basically 1 time out of 4 he's done the right thing, and that's ended with a goal. But the other 3 are clear chances. He's got to do better. We've got to force a chance off them other chances, and you don't get 4 chances in a game against a City or even a Newcastle or an Arsenal. You don't get 4 chances a game.
No.
You get your 1 chance. That's clear cut like that.
Yeah.
You've got to put them to bed.
That's the problem with United at the minute.
Yeah.
It's like we can make these chances. Eventually we can put one in, but the ratio isn't good enough at the minute.
Yeah.
It's mad how much sort of Anthony seems to polarise people. Like, there's some people in the comments saying he's a clear sort of choice at right wing. Anthony is sick, says CJ. He needs time, and if we don't give it to him, he'll get frustrated and leave. I think we will give it to him, so I don't think we need to worry about that. Simon Goddard says Anthony's improved a lot in recent weeks. Can't wait till Eric has a pre-season with him. That's another point. He didn't come in till a week before the season started. He's not had that proper pre-season. And then other people saying, we're really praising him for running in a straight line. Like, I get it, but when you look at what he did there, he didn't just run in a straight line. The timing of the touches to unsettle defenders to knock it past him at the right time. Like, there's a lot more to it than just... Yeah.
He just beat 3 men there. Look, this one here, he cuts in, got to put that in.
Yeah.
Or hit the target at least, bottom corner. Yeah. Or try and play Martial in with a perfect pass, which I think he could have there. Opened out a little bit and then popped it straight into him. Then Martial might have had to take a touch to take the shot off. Now on this one, what happens here? Bruno goes out wide. Anthony gets it, plays it out. And I think this is the goal, isn't it? Wan-Bissaka into Anthony.
This is earlier. But again, look, every
it's him. He's involved in everything, isn't he?
And look, he does the right thing there. He keeps the ball. Wan-Bissaka's on the overlap. He gives him the ball. Like, Anthony's been comfortably United's most dangerous player today for me. And if we look at the stats as well, Anthony created more chances than any of our other attackers. He's had... I think only Bruno Fernandes has had more shots than him. He's also got an assist. Like, this has been a good half of football for Anthony for me. He's had more take-ons, dribble past more players than anyone else in the United team. I think no one's even had within 2 of him. So, pretty comfortable in that. Like, the other good thing about him as well is, if you look at ball recoveries, who is winning the ball for Manchester United, which is... not really the sort of domain of the strikers, but you want someone who can do a bit of that. It goes Casemiro, you expect it. Lindelof, Shaw, Varane, all defensive players, and then it's Anthony. He's won the ball back 4 times. Like, always. That is with a goal aside, which he probably should have had. I think it's been a very good performance from Anthony so far. I don't see that as a half to criticise a player for. Do you?
No, I think it's a half where you say, look, he's coming on, he's getting better. There's still more to go, but it's positive signs because he wasn't doing that last year. Previous games, let's say a month before. Let's cut out the last month because I feel he's been improving in the last month. Before that, you can say, bloody hell, you're not producing nothing. But now he's creating chances for others. That should be a header on target.
He should have scored there.
He should score that. Yeah. Maybe he hasn't practiced his heading ever, maybe, because he should got to even hit that on target or something. He was kind of a little bit sideways, but again, that's just nitpicking. He's got to get that. And then there's the goal. So Bruno's
brilliant
on
pass
it.
from Bruno there.
He makes a great run, and then his one-on-one, he can't shoot, and he gives it to Martial open for the goal. Perfect decision. You have to do that anyway, because there's no other decision to make apart from pass the ball to Martial, who is open. That's Times a criminal
nicely
if you don't pass that.
And
well done.
Simple stuff, but you're in the right place at the right time. Good pass from Bruno, good pass from Anthony, easy finish, and actually well placed by Martial, and then puts it right in the corner. But I think that's been for me a very good half, not just for Anthony but for Man United. If you just look at some of the overall stats, then United 16 shots, Wolves have had 1 shot, 4 on target, Wolves have had 0 on target, 2 big chances, which I don't exactly know the definition of a big chance. Obviously,
Anthony when he's trying to slot that bottom corner.
Maybe the header.
And that one, So that's 2. I think there's 2 there where on another day that should be a goal. Yeah. So we should be 3 up. I would say at the best of times that could be a 3-0 up situation.
I would agree with that. But I don't know how big of a chance it has to be considered a big chance. But United have had 2, Wolves have obviously had 0. United, interestingly, we've made almost the exact amount of passes as each other, 222 for United to 218. So we've not dominated in terms of passing, but we've absolutely dominated in terms of chances created. I think, obviously, we're looking at the attacking there. It's a good sign that Wolves have had 1 shot in that first half and it's 0 on target. That's good.
Yeah, we're keeping them quiet. We're the dominant team, although we play the same football, and that's always us, isn't it? Yeah. We're a team that we don't control the play of the game at the moment. We're not that kind of team yet. I know Ten Hag wants to become that team soon, but at the moment, we're a team that we just have to create better chances, and at the moment, that's what we're doing against the Wolves that are struggling.
Yeah. Would you be surprised if this game ended 1-0? Because I wouldn't. I literally feel like these are the games where you want more from United. And I do wonder what Ten Hag is speaking about in the change rooms now. But I just think that this might just be the end result, 1-0. And I might be naive and stupid, and just, obviously that's what I said, so I want my prediction to be right, of course. But I just don't know.
The problem with me is, the reason I disagree with you isn't because I don't think we'll score again. It's because I think if it's 1-0 in the 80th minute, we will concede. Yeah. I think it's more likely to be 1-1 than it is 1-0. United need a second because as good as that first half was, Wolves 1 shot, 0 on target, basically no chances to score. As good as that was, we are so fragile that if they just get a little bit of momentum, a bad pass from De Gea, a slip from Wan-Bissaka, any mistake from anyone, it doesn't matter who, they will be on top and we'll be shitting it again, and that's still the worry in it. But do you think, have we seen a better Man United today, or do you think this is kind of what we've been like recently, but not, putting our chances away?
I think it's slightly better. But again, I felt we played okay first 25, 30 minutes against West Ham. Yeah. We had clear chances there. We were the better team. Even Brighton, first 20 minutes, 30 minutes, we were outplaying them for fun. And then they just totally outplayed us after that. And this is where now is half time. Can we continue that for the rest of the game, where they don't gain control of the game and we're just trying to hold on to a 1-0?
Yeah.
Or are we going to continue, create chances and put something away this half? Or are we going to create chances and just miss them and then it just end 1-0? Or, as you say, there might be a chance out of nowhere where this is what I mean. They could just get a corner and then it's just a headed goal and you're like, oh, bloody hell. Yeah. It's just one of them cheap.
Or as you saw West Ham, just the shot that just comes off.
Yeah.
And it just slips in and you think, well, this is it now. But bring it on. I think a lovely 3 points is on the way.
Would you change anything for the second half?
No, keep it going for a bit. The only thing I'd look to do is possibly bring on Garnacho to really add a little bit of pressure for the last 20, 30 minutes. Depends how fit he is.
Yeah, 30 will do a job.
Yeah,
crack him on. Hour.
He's such a wonderful player, and his future at United hopefully is so bright that he could really give Wolves a little bit of a headache.
My only concern with Garnacho, in terms of this sort of game, is he is very much a take risks player. Go at him, lose it. Go at him, lose it. Go at him, score. Is he the type of player you want to bring on when you're defending a narrow lead?
But we don't want to defend. You don't want to defend. I know what you mean, though.
That good response.
I know what you mean, though. You're right. But we should be going for the second, shouldn't we?
Yes, we should. Yeah. That's a good point.
We're
I've let this team cloud my mentality.
Jose Mourinho anymore.
No, we need to go for the second goal. Go for the third goal. Good point. Really good. Yeah, we don't attack, says Samuel Emery. Yes, you're right.
Would you keep an eye on, Casemiro with a yellow?
Yeah.
In those
if we get a second goal,
because we really need him.
Take him off, innit? Yeah.
Fred for maybe Casemiro, maybe.
If we get that second goal,
he's crucial.
We can't be risking it because
I start worrying about what if he is, out for the remaining games. But also, I keep thinking about the FA Cup final because it means a lot. Never happened before in 150 plus years of the competition. A derby in the final. It is one of a kind.
Has there been other derbies in the final?
There has been. Liverpool, Everton was a derby. I think Gary Lineker spoke about getting beat by Liverpool when he played for Everton. That's happened, but City United never. So we need the squad to be there. And I get a red card in the Premier League. I guess it does mean you're out. So Casemiro, we need him because we need the best possible squad to beat.
Especially the next 2 home games that we will have. We need to win our home games. That's really it, isn't it? If we have any kind of struggle against Bournemouth, that's fine as long as we win our games at home. And actually, we should be. To be fair,
Bournemouth,
Fulham are not
Chelsea,
easy either. Chelsea, as though they're so bad, they're such a bad team and they let chances for fun. I feel like it's still going to be a tough game.
It's still Chelsea.
That's what I mean.
We were the same Chelsea that has been losing week in, week out to shit teams will not be the one that turn up at Old Trafford.
No, of course not.
They might be able to. We might be able to turn them into that if we grind them down and put our chances away.
But
they will be dangerous and difficult definitely to beat because they just always are.
Casemiro, if he's not there in that kind of game, then we're on the same level as them. Yeah. So then it's anyone's game.
Definitely.
Worrying if that happens.
Yeah, if anyone is like a on it with the stats. What happens if he just gets a second yellow? Because it's not a straight red then, is it? Will he still get one match? But because he's had 2 reds in the past, does that go against him in any way? So if anyone knows that, let us know, please.
What, so if we, let's say he got a 2 yellows the game before the FA Cup final?
Oh.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, maybe. Got a guy.
What you got?
I'm just this guy who watches and gives me information. I just thought he got back to me rapid about Casemiro.
What information?
Sometimes he tells me I'm wrong about stuff, and sometimes he's on my side. Like, he's the guy who sent me the fact that horses wear studs.
Is he the sort of arbiter of truth in your life?
And I said, out of your opinion, who do you think won that debate? And here's his response. There's 5 little paragraphs.
Bloody hell.
But what else has he told me wrong? Oh,
did he say you?
Do you remember when I said that when you hold your breath? No, when you drowned, there's a sense of euphoria just before you die.
Yeah.
He sent me stuff to back that up.
Bloody hell.
Who has given that anecdote?
Oh, this is great.
Is that
great.
And
no, I'm gone.
Dad.
Is that
Valencia?
Wow, speaking about him before.
Yeah. I think he'll be at the game tomorrow, actually. I think he's part of the game tomorrow.
Amazing.
But wait a minute, what would he be part of? My team? He might be in my team.
Yeah, he didn't win
the past team. He wasn't part of that team, was he?
No. He was at United then.
Yeah, so maybe he'll be, it might be my team.
If you're not
Who's managing your team?
I don't know. I just know there's a few players. I know a few of the players who are coming down, so we'll see. We will see.
That'd be a good game, that. And is it open to the public?
Yeah, it's at JJB Stadium.
Oh, go on.
Was AD Boothroyd the manager at Watford when you were there?
Yeah.
What's he like?
I like him. He's a nice guy.
Right.
Oh,
as a person.
There's a butt in there.
I don't like the type of football he wanted us to play because he felt we were not good enough to play the football we knew we could play. Because I went there coming from West Brom, playing good football. And then when I was told, like, you can't do that here, I was talking to the players, like, trying to get the ball through the lines and stuff. Yeah, play me. He's like, mate, Nath, can't do that here. I said, what do you mean we can't play the ball through here? That's what we do. We play intricate football, no? He said, I'm not allowed to do that here. And then
we're not allowed to make those passes? You're
not allowed. He said, we had a team talk, and he says, you play them balls through the lines like that. If it gets there, no problem. But if it doesn't, you'll be sitting with me. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And I'm there talking, I'm with players. We got ballers in this squad. And he wouldn't let us play football. And I was like, that's what made me so upset. And I couldn't get to play my proper football for them. And that's the only club where I went to where there was more of a group that didn't like me. Every other club I went, everybody liked me. Yeah. But that's the one club where there was a growing group of people who wouldn't.
How did you cope with that?
It's not nice.
So obviously. In the dressing room, is there a bit aggy or what?
No. The players.
Second half's kicked
everything's
off, by the way.
Fine. Yeah, everything's fine with the players and manager, everything. But it's the supporters around the ground, and when you hear of people not being happy with you, if you get what I mean, as a player, and that's the one club where I experienced the fans not being happy with me as a player because of the football, and I didn't want to play that football, and it was a little bit my fault as well because I should have just still did what I needed to do, work hard, chasing lost balls everywhere and stuff, instead of trying to play the right football.
Yeah, interesting as well that he ended up getting the England under thingies jobs. But there was always rumours of sort of mates rates there. Obviously,
what do you mean mates rates? I can't
remember what it was now. I'll have a look. But then it was weird because in 2015-16 he managed in the 19s, and then in 2016 he managed in the 20s, and then later he managed in the 21s the same year.
Yeah,
like he was going through the age groups like he was their age. Yeah, we're going up an age group, and Aidie's coming with us because he's a 50-year-old bloke who's pretending to be 17, and he's just going up with us. But I can't remember what that was now. Let me know in the comments. There's always been a rumour about why AD Boothroyd got those jobs, and it was always a bit of a he knows this bloke, someone knows that bloke, but let me know.
I wasn't too happy, to be fair. I just said I wanted to leave after that because he made me feel really so much I'm going to play, I'm going to have the best time. And then I never played from day one for 10 games. Obviously they won every game on the trot, so I couldn't say anything.
Yeah.
And we were top of the league. And then we changed certain players, which meant we couldn't play that way anymore. But we went even more Route 1 that I've ever seen in my life, and it was tough.
Route 0.
It was ridiculous.
This is more than Route 1.
We was playing for Danny Shitu, and we was all just looking towards him to score, and he was our central defender. We were just hoping he scored all the time. Throw-ins. Any time the ball got out of play or free kick in our area, we'd put it in a box, or we'd get a long throw to throw it in the box. Come on, let's get a goal here.
Come on.
Oh, yeah, go on. Come on.
Come on.
Oh, it's a goal.
I think Ericsson was the right option there.
Was there another pass on there?
I think possibly.
Maybe.
Anthony.
I don't know
Who's
if
that down the right? Anthony plays it into
I think,
Martial down the line.
that's Bruno.
Ericsson gets himself to a nice
that's
position here.
Bruno to Anthony.
Right, watch Ericsson here. He gets him.
Oh
Ericsson,
no, sorry, you're right.
No, there is not really a pass.
Ericsson's on, but there's two men. There's a
man
lot
in
of
the way.
legs in the way.
Yeah, he
there.
has to try and go for goal.
Yeah, unlucky.
All down Anthony's side. Let's get Garnacho on so he can go both sides. It's a nice ball.
That's a lovely ball. Go on,
Bring it
Sancho,
down.
do something.
just doesn't seem like it's happening.
Quality. We need quality balls in, man. You know them balls that you're just scared to header, even the defenders.
Yeah.
We need them balls in.
Ball's out. Hey, go on.
Oh, boys.
Everything Sancho's doing
lovely.
at the minute is like
It's nothing, is it?
bobbling back and like ricocheting, hitting a defender. Nothing's clean at the minute for Sancho.
Go on.
Like, even that, he's just
It
sort of
does.
caught
It
in
feels like
between
stuff
things.
just doesn't go your way in a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you keep getting to red lights.
Stood
or
in a
you
puddle.
keep dropping stuff. Feels like Sancho's always having those days.
Don't dribble, don't tackle, please. Don't. Yeah, you tackle if you want. It's up to you. They don't mind about you. You can do whatever you want, lad. Spider leg.
Nice.
Come on.
One more. Back, forward. Oh, can you play? That's fine. Try your best. Good footy. If we can just be like dangerous from both sides now, it'll be very, very good for us.
I know.
Garnacho needs to come up.
Didn't we for years? It was like we can only play down the left.
Yeah,
We can
remember.
only play down the left.
Yeah.
And then now today,
Can only play
everything's down the
yeah.
right.
But that's what's made us so balanced now. Not well, now that we've got no one on the left at the moment that's doing anything, but that was the difference, isn't it? Now we've got someone on the right.
Yeah.
And then Rashford on the left.
Yeah.
Well in.
Come
Go
on, Sancho.
Well in.
That's good.
On the left, on the left as well. Come on,
Do the
Sancho.
right
Can
thing.
you make something happen on the left? Oh,
Nice. That's
Nice. Help him.
you're slipping again, you.
Nice.
You still ain't changed your boots.
Oh.
Flipping heck.
Oh, still got it.
good. What's he
What's he
doing?
holding? His balls.
Yeah, he's done his ankle maybe, but put the ball in. Let's
Come
score.
on.
Let's score
Come
while
on.
he's on the floor.
Come on.
Absolutely Alan Smith himself there, isn't he?
Let's score while he's on the floor.
Come on.
Come on. There's a bit of.
Bloody hell, man. Let's score while he's on the floor.
Really?
Take advantage of the 10 men. It weren't a head injury. He's done his ankle or something, or his knee from blocking the shot, isn't it? Probably left it out or loose and that.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Then when Alan Smith did that and broke his leg
Yeah.
What, a ball broke his
for
leg?
United. Yeah, I don't know if it was the ball itself or
The land.
ball meant that his foot landed a weird way. Do you remember that? It was from a free
he's
kick. Was it
out, he's
Risa?
out. I can't remember exactly what happened, but I do remember him getting injured from something like
In
that.
a free kick, he jumped up and then.
He ran. So they played it short. They rolled the ball short from an indirect free kick. Alan Smith dived out and jumped in the way of it, and it hit like his back leg, broke his leg.
Let's see that again.
Oh,
Oh,
Fuck!
dirty Marshall.
Yeah, he's leaving.
Are they checking that?
Nah,
What for?
Red?
that was a while ago.
Don't know.
gone now.
Stampage.
It's an accident.
What happens now in such a good position all the way back to De Gea?
Should just be they're gonna throw it, aren't they?
Where's their winger? That Korean player. He's not bad. Why is he not playing? Good job anyway, but I thought he was all right. No.
Yeah, they signed him from Germany, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Keep going back to Valencia. I wonder what they're saying about him.
It's coming down. That's what he's saying.
Huang Hee-chan.
I bet he's got some good stories, Valencia, hasn't he?
Yeah, it probably
Be
will,
nice,
yeah.
a decent conversation.
Yeah.
I spend a lot of time on looking at him.
I know. Yeah.
Wonder what they're saying.
Nice things.
Lamina, come on, son. Get up so we can finish this game.
I know.
I got something wild about Valencia that I can't say on air. I have to tell you off air.
How wild?
Wild.
Really? Just say
It's
it.
to do with caravans.
Huh?
Surely you
All I
can
will
say it.
say, it can't be. No, can't be. Because if it's not true, then I'll get done, won't I?
Well, just say you heard a rumour and don't say who said it.
Look, no, I can't say. You have to
Actually
wait.
not.
You have to wait.
Everyone wants you
down,
to
right
say
on the
it.
post-it notes so don't forget.
Let me text you, Joe.
Oh, Huang Hee-chan came on at half-time.
Oh, yes, yeah.
He's just not touched the ball
Okay.
much.
There he is, yeah. Just seen him. He's there for
Are you texting me what this is about?
Yeah.
This Antonio Valencia slander that you're about to dish out here. Where you texting me this? WhatsApp?
Yeah. Listen, and that's the reason why I know.
Oh, really?
Loves it. The guy.
He's sat there with his wife, I think. Maybe we shouldn't.
Yeah, well, everyone gets involved.
Yeah. Like no one knows what that means now.
In a caravan? Surely a static home at least.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, come on, United.
It's a real... Anyway.
Leave it.
Yeah. That is such a mad rumour that you've just...
No, it's not. It's generally not a rumour. I'll tell you all about it off air.
It's real.
Unbelievable.
I swear to God, you'll be like, right, I agree with you.
I agree with you. Okay. Come on. Lovely. Anyway, let's talk about that actually. Camber Sands.
What?
Let me go that one.
Someone said that. Someone just says, tell us, McGrath. Oh, the little no there. Martial ain't quick anymore, is he?
No.
You're not going to beat him there, no, is he?
I know, but he's just
I know you want him to be faster anyway, but...
I want him to just burn everyone. I want him to be Rashford quick. Maybe that's not fair.
Yeah, that's too quick now. He used to be as fast, or even faster.
That's a good pass, that.
I used to think, I wonder who he's... See, this is what we don't need.
It's weird though, because Rashford obviously has not had as many injuries as Martial, but Rashford's someone who's had a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
And they don't seem to have slowed him down in the same way.
I think it's his ankle, isn't it? It's his ankle that's been hurt and certain different things. So once that's back, you can still keep your pace. It's when you get injury to the hammies and stuff. And I think that's probably what's happened with Martial. It's like hammy, it's like the stretch on it might be gone.
Yeah.
You know?
Like his hip and stuff as well. So maybe
that kind of stuff is going to be a problem. Because you notice he kind of like scuttles across now.
He does, yeah.
He doesn't really like open out.
He doesn't lift his knees up and sort of, what do they say, leg drive or whatever they say. Turnover or something.
That's a bit weird.
Corner to Wolves.
See, now they're getting a bit dangerous. We do not need a 1-1 now and then have to come and get another goal. So we better get a 2-0.
100%.
So then we'll be all right.
Put your foot down, United, get the second goal.
You know, look, like, people talk about stats all the time. Would that then have counted as a shot off target, do you think? So he's headed the ball, he's barely got to it, he's done his best to direct it at goal, but it's gone sort of straight up in the air, out for a goal kick, 10 yards wide.
It's a shot, and it was off target.
But was that a shot? How do we know?
Control?
That's what I'm saying. How do we know what is a shot?
There'll be someone who has to make that decision.
Because that, to me, was right on the cusp of whether that's a shot or not.
I don't even remember what happened there. It's gone out of my head.
Happened 6 seconds ago and it's just gone. I don't know.
Because nothing happened from it and it weren't really anything. I was just like, whatever. Whatever happened there, happened. Hey!
Oh!
That's
you went
a
looking
fake
for that,
dive.
Yeah.
Get up and put your studs on, lad. Yeah, now you can see you got moulds. Taking you off. You're only playing because Rashford's out.
I want to see Martial do the full 90. I can't have Vegas on for a bit.
I know, I want to see him do as well. Let him get another goal as well. Get a second.
We're getting a little bit.
Hey.
It's a little bit tense at the minute.
They're getting into the game again, man. This is not right.
We're allowing it, aren't we?
Allow it.
We can't allow this to happen.
Oh,
why are they popping it now? Who's told them to turn up?
Stringing a good pass together there. Getting him.
1-0 down. We can play now. Can we get on the attack, please, boys? It's 0-0. My goodness me. Look at that ball.
Oh,
bloody hell.
Days. Get rid of that. Oh, I'm going to be sick.
He's get out. Oh, fucking hell. Pushed out for a
Yeah,
corner.
long.
You see Diego diving
hour.
into that? That's what a real 9 does, if you get what I mean. You see, I know he didn't score, but that's what a real 9 does. He's always in the area. It was.
Just puts him off and gets it underneath it. Corner to Wolves. Have you ever been to Wolverhampton? You must have, obviously. Have you, Joe?
Many times.
No. Why?
So I scored my best goal.
Was it?
Yeah, their ground, Molyneux.
Who for?
Wigan.
Nice.
Wigan, yeah.
I suppose if you're playing at West Brom
was
as well, you in the ballpark.
Kind of goal.
You see, goal kick. I think Jolien Lescott headed it out, and then the ball came over to me on the right side of outside the box, and I looked up, I seen the keeper, and then I just did it like a free kick, and it hits off the bar, done. Oh my days, this is perfect. Oh!
Tell you what, if he gets a good head on that.
Diego Costa there with a header from 10 yards out,
My gosh.
straight from the corner. 7-8 yards out.
Another
Just
header on it and
glances
the
wide.
second ball as well.
It's a great
This is
cross.
where you get. This is what
Yeah,
happens.
it's
We
what about.
can't have this happen, boys. We just can't. This guy comes on and makes a difference. We're still trying to play these balls out from the back. Please stop. Let's get going and do what we need to do best, and that's not play it out the back with the hair.
Boom.
Come on, lads.
We don't got any
Why are we
control,
not?
boys.
Come on.
Let's just really go for it.
See, we're going to get tense and we're going to get scared now,
Yeah,
aren't we?
we're going to get a bit rigid.
Garnacho, I need to get him on.
Man, my tongue's killing. I've got that cut in the back of my throat. Every time I speak, I feel like I'm making it wider.
How did you do it?
Probably eating.
Eating hot food.
Yeah.
Oh, I had some noodles last night. Didn't you get like a pack of noodles? But
Yeah.
do you know like
Yeah.
the good ones that you get
What
from
do you
like...
mean? So not super?
No, it was from a supermarket in... One second.
Anthony.
Anthony,
On the right.
on the
Come
right.
on, what can you do? Can you take him down line? Put someone in?
Bruno.
Bruno
Go
on the
on,
edge.
go on, Bruno.
Give it
Help
back to
him.
him. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Finish it.
Oh, I thought I was in. It would have been in.
Yeah, Paul. He went a bit soft, didn't it? I
Sent
think
the
he
goal the
didn't
wrong
catch
way
it
though,
well.
didn't
I don't think he caught it well. I think he was wanting to go to the other side.
he? Yeah.
That's what I mean. He needs to hit the target more.
Yeah, he does
In
need
that
to hit the
area, you've got
target
to
more.
hit the target there as well, surely.
So you got a packet in
Yeah,
there?
sorry. So I got this packet of noodles from a supermarket in Chinatown. So, and first of all, so nice, but it was a spice level, and I don't know if it's this like Szechuan.
Was the packet black?
Yeah, it's
No,
black
silver.
and red.
Silver.
You
The
seen it
black and red one. That is
With the chicken, with the cartoon chicken on it, and
that
it just
one is
knocks your
hectic.
tits off.
That one is hectic.
I had them at I had them at my,
You're still getting over
at
it.
my mate's house, and we were like laying down on the sofa, like I can't get over this. No, it wasn't them.
They
It was
are
silver
roasted.
packet, but it was like I couldn't. It felt like my mouth was.
What a touch.
I couldn't tell if my mouth was going numb or if I was having an allergic reaction.
Szechuan
It felt like my
is
mouth was swelling up.
unbelievable.
It was. I loved it. It was
Oh
so
my
good.
God. Is
I was
that
sat there
good?
last night. It was like 2 a.m. No one was in the house. I thought
You
if I
nude?
die here, no one's saving me. I was like,
What are you eating noodles for at 2
I
a.m.?
need some water.
Should be
long
in
story.
bed.
I was staying up waiting for the basketball to start.
2 a.m.
Yeah, but honestly, my whole head went.
Good tackle. Great tackle.
Yeah,
now
it
go.
isn't nice when
Come
you get
on.
too hot. I don't like too
Use
hot.
this.
There
Come
we
on.
go.
Referee!
What? But how did he knock it that way and it's not a foul? Oh my gosh.
You got to kick this out now. We kicked yours
Nah,
out.
but keep playing though. Don't think that they're going to stop like we are. Yes, they are.
Hey, don't be frustrated. We did the same thing. That was a hectic tackle. I'd like to see that again.
Let's see if Bruno actually got hurt because we never know.
No.
But it looked like he took it on. Yeah. And he stopped him from going with the ball. So how is that not a foul? Yeah,
Oh,
that's a
what?
foul. That's
That's
the
a
foul if
clear
ever I've
booking.
seen one.
And
My
in a
goodness.
great position
Oh,
as well.
Shit, refereeing that.
How is
And
that
the
not a
linesman's
foul?
right there as well. The linesman's on that side.
I know he's probably not hurt, but it still is a foul. 100% foul.
Well, he had that ankle injury, didn't he, from the
Yeah.
Brighton game. So if it's that, then it might be hurt. I think there's a triple sub coming here for Wolves. Cunha going off for, I'm not sure actually. There's 2 or 3 players coming on.
Just going to increase the intensity now, aren't they, with these?
I know.
So, do we make any changes? No. Are we making a change?
No, not yet. I don't think so. Totti coming on. Pedence coming on.
We are
Frustrating.
pants, mate. We are playing pants at the minute. We need to get back up and kill it.
Do you know if you, say, go down like that
Yeah.
and you're looking for it a little bit, to the point where the physios come on, what do you say to the physio? Do they know that you're...
They know you're messing around.
So what do they say? Like,
Just
what's
like
the-
obviously say, yeah, well, you know what? Yeah, my ankles hurt. Yeah. Is it really? No. Yeah.
Really?
Just keep
That's
watering
class.
it. Keep watering it, lad. Keep watering it.
You know there's a
That
difference
magic
as well
water.
because there's a different intensity to it when someone's actually hurt, isn't there?
Yeah.
You see it immediately, so there must be
And they
like
tell
a...
him to come.
Yeah.
Come, please fix this.
Forest were 1-0 up against Chelsea, then Sterling scored twice, And then Forest have scored another one, so it's
No
2-2
way.
now at Stamford Bridge. 60.
What other games are there?
3 minutes
In the
gone.
3 o'clock?
Arsenal have got Brighton soon, isn't it?
Palace are 2-0 up against Bournemouth. Villa are beating Tottenham 1-0. Fulham are beating Southampton 1-0. And that's
Spurs are losing, right? Yep. Villa.
Spurs are losing to Villa.
That's what they do. Lovely.
I can't even believe Tottenham, you know.
What's going to happen there next year?
Just sacking a manager. Like
They're
getting
just-
through one a season at the minute.
They're just no good, man. They're no good.
But yeah, Chelsea 2-2 at Forest at the moment. Which is nice to see.
I like Forest. I hope they win. What's going on there? Oh.
What's this?
Yeah, it's an unbelievable
Is this your best goal?
strike.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
an
yeah.
Can I see it?
unbelievable, brilliant kit as well, by the way.
Have a look at that.
So the goalie boots it out, drops it.
What a strike.
Near side as
Gotta
well.
love that.
So, when you score a goal like that, I bet you can't wait to see it back afterwards.
Yeah, of course.
Are you like,
Just
right,
watching
who's
it all
got
the time,
the
innit?
who's got the footage? Did you go after full time, like, who's got the footage?
I used to record everything. You know, back in the day, I had a videotape.
Yeah.
And you had ITV on a Sunday.
Yeah.
So you get all of the Football League.
Yeah.
So I used to wait for ITV on a Sunday and press record. I had a double-decker tape, so I could record off the other one. And I just used to add them all. I did
on, by the
everything.
way.
And then YouTube came out. Come on!
That was...
Good play
Pretty
from...
good
oh,
play.
fucking hell. Varane dropping off there. Is he offside? Yeah, surely.
Oh, good.
Bruno does really well there. I don't know if he's unlucky or maybe should have done something different, but...
Let's see that again anyway. Let's see what happens. They give a ball away. Bruno gets it on the wing.
He does well to get past his man here,
It does
Bruno.
really well.
Yeah, does he fake it and go inside? Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. And he slips. No boot, no studs.
Oh, he doesn't do much wrong, does he?
Keeper
Almost
saves it,
gets
comes out to
deflected in.
Martial. Can't
Go
really
on,
do
go
anything.
on, go on,
Saka.
go on, go on.
Bruno.
Oh, nearly.
Oh. Go on, Ericsson.
Come on, boys. We can get a goal now.
Yeah, we can.
This
Yeah,
is it
their
now.
intensity's dropped off a little bit.
Yeah, and they're making silly mistakes as well at times in the worst areas. Can we make something happen?
Feels like this is dragged all this game. Go on, go on, go on.
Let's go.
Nice.
One
nice.
more.
Come on, Basaka.
Back
He
post.
really doesn't know what to do sometimes, does he, when he's in an attacking position?
It's like he knows he can't shoot,
he freezes a bit.
so he has to do something else, but...
That's what's so weird, isn't it? Players that are just when they get in front of the goal, they just can't shoot the ball. But then they hit it sweeter when they got to pass it to someone or something like that. Oh, that's the
okay.
type of ball you want. Just need that extra little something.
Yeah.
on it.
Maybe a substitution or something,
Yeah.
but the options, look at the options there. Pellistri, Elanga, Garnacho, Weghorst.
Nah, there isn't
Like-
really much you can do apart from Garnacho.
Pellistri's dangerous, but it does. You know, we've not seen a lot of end product from him. Elanga's dropped right off. Weghorst doesn't score goals, and Garnacho's 18 and just come back from injury.
Yeah.
It's a pretty sorry state of affairs, actually, that bench, isn't it?
Really
I know
is.
we've got a few injuries, but who's out? Rashford, obviously
Sabitzer.
Martinez, Sabitzer.
Yeah,
McTominay.
McTominay's not
But in
there.
terms of
Where's Fred?
he
anyway?
would
Is
come
he
on
the bench?
and improve. Fred's on the bench.
doesn't matter.
wasn't too bad last.
No, but I mean, like the first team
Yeah.
isn't missing that many.
Yeah,
We're literally missing Rashford from the first team
and
and
Martinez.
Martinez.
Yeah,
We just need a bit more, don't we, on the bench?
yeah.
Just generally. Oh, I felt like
that
he'd
was a
scored
pass.
that, but he actually didn't.
Yeah.
No, it was good.
With the front three,
Yes.
if everyone is fit, what is the best front three?
Rashford,
Martial down the middle and Anthony.
probably, yeah. But we need to improve on that.
Yeah.
Is that the best front three that can beat
I think that's the
City?
best front three we've got, yeah. Because I think that's the only way where we've got 2 points of danger.
I think coming into the final, I'd play Garnacho, Rashford up front, and Anthony on the right. I wouldn't even play Martial. I think Rashford just going off the last man, it'd be better. Garnacho, if he can get a few of these games in his belt and be back to the same kind of pace that we know he's got. I know it's a bit weird though, because they're the games where intricacy is really important, and they probably don't give Garnacho enough time to be able to be what he is.
Yeah.
So maybe you kind of nullify starting him, and you might need to start with a Martial.
Yeah,
Rashford,
someone who can
yeah.
keep the ball a bit better.
Yeah.
And then have Garnacho as a sub like we did at Old
Yeah,
Trafford.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking along the lines of how are we going to counter-attack them without the pace? that you need. You got Rashford, okay, you got Anthony, but I just don't know. It's a different type of attack that we need, and I don't know how we're going to go about it, but Ten Hag knows about that, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Good job, I'm not the manager.
I hate that this is just 1-0. And obviously you'd rather be 1-0 up than not, but it just feels like
We need another goal.
we're 5 bad seconds away from
100%.
not winning this game, and that's too risky.
5
That
seconds, 2 more.
too easy. One big boot
Love
of
that.
field, a slip,
Come on.
and we've
Go on.
dropped 2 points.
One more. Yeah, there we go.
Ah, it wasn't-
Slip again, yeah. Well done. No
Martial has
studs.
slipped over 3 times today.
What happens? No studs.
The touch wasn't great from Anthony, to be honest, but like,
Nice ball.
why is he falling over all the time?
Studs. Studs. Why can't you change direction quickly there? Because you got no studs. You're never going to be able to move that quick. Ever.
Surely he knows that. Like
He
what?
just likes modes instead. He'll just play modes and take
Who's
whatever he
this?
can with it.
Oh,
It's Veggie.
Who
It's
for?
Vout
Martial.
coming on.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I'd take him off as well. Get off, lad. Go and sit down. I know you scored. Well done. But we need more.
This is the goal. Rewatching it. Nice ball.
Because what it is we
Ooh.
know he can do so much more. And that's the issue with him.
Yeah.
He can do so much more. I like him. But if you've got modes on, you got to come off.
We're not, and also the thing is I think he has a lot of people who like Martial, and the thing is,
Go on.
when you're criticising him and when we're talking about his performance, this isn't like 2017 Martial.
Oh, what have you got on? Mould as well.
I'm telling you, mate.
Eriksen just slipped
Look
over
at that
there
pace
as
he's
well.
running through at now.
Oh, God. That was a deep...
He's just fouled him, has he? Has he fouled him, or did he
No,
slip
he
as well
slipped.
because he's got
He
moles
didn't
on?
stay down.
Moment of madness from
Oh,
De Gea
what
there.
is going on?
happening here?
Oh
Jesus
my gosh.
Christ. Why is everyone slipping over? Eriksen slips, or Martial slipped just a second ago. Eriksen slips to put them through. Then is it Juan Hee-chan who goes
He
through?
takes on the
Then he
keeper.
slips.
It was incredible.
Fucking oiled up the pitch at Old Trafford.
Oh my gosh.
A
Oh,
slip
how is he
nearly
by
cost us a
himself?
goal, and then it saved us a goal. De Gea actually does well there.
I thought he took him
I
down.
don't
I
even
thought
know
he
what
got
happened.
a card.
Zahey
know.
gets lucky there.
De Gea maybe does get a little bit lucky.
He's
That was
onside as
great
well.
timing
Great
as well.
timing of the pass.
Because if he...
De Gea,
Oh, tell you
I don't know
what.
why he goes down.
Yeah.
Because I think he gets a
think
little
he-
touch on him.
No, I think he thought that he was going
No,
to
he
get
don't.
Oh.
It's actually a bit. You know what? He's cost himself there because if
Yeah.
he stays up, he's got at least an attempt on goal.
Yeah.
But he goes down wanting the red card, wanting the foul.
Because if
and
there
he's
was
cost
any
it.
slight touch, he would have been sent off.
Yeah.
Then we would have been in trouble. We'd have to take off another player and then bring on...
Butland.
Go on.
That's where the fun begins.
Go on.
Go on, Juan. Take a shot.
Go on, Juan.
You tried to open a theme park, didn't you, Joe, called Butland? Never got off the ground.
Try to get the Big Dipper there as well.
Oh, man.
Disgusting.
Timing. Right. Take time, no way.
Just a bit of simple restructuring of Oblivion, and that was...
Yeah, the Ferris wheel was just normal, but then an anus right in the middle.
Come on. That's obscene. Aston Villa 2-0 up against Tottenham.
That's what
What about
Douglas Luiz.
Forest?
Forest still 2-0 with Chelsea.
Come on.
Oh, my days.
No!
What's happened there?
Wout. Well done.
20 minutes to go. I don't like this.
I don't see where we get goals now, to be fair. We don't cross balls in, so that's where Wout would be probably most likely to get a goal. And we're just letting people run in behind our back four
what is
now.
this?
How
What is-
did he get behind our back four again?
That's Diego Costa as well, who what? Oh no.
Don't... hey, Casemiro, man.
Sell it.
Hey, get
Keep
Fred on.
Keep it.
Get Fred on now. We
Sure,
need Fred
get
on
up.
for Eriksen.
Don't. Oh, head.
No, forget him.
Come
he's
on.
lying. He's lying. Take him on. Take him on.
Come inside.
Let him jump on you.
Keep going for the ball. Oh, don't lose.
Sancho, take on your man.
I want to see Garnacho soon.
I don't think Sancho's the right man for this job, you know. I really don't know.
I don't think so either. The thing that gets people annoyed about Anthony is that there are chances there that he just doesn't convert, but he's creating the chances.
Yeah.
So imagine if he does more and more throughout the seasons go. But I can't tell you the last time Sancho was through 1-on-1, or the last time Sancho had a header that was right in front of the goal and was gone wide. I just don't see him getting involved in the action.
No.
Yeah, you can't imagine it happening, can you?
I can't.
This is tough.
You can't imagine Sancho getting the ball, running 60 yards down the line with it, going past 2 or 3 players,
No,
and
it's
then
not going to
finding
happen.
someone, or even spinners.
Oh, come on.
But guess who's coming on now? Our worst enemy.
Adama Traore.
Yeah. He's his own worst enemy as well.
Yeah,
but
Name some enemies there.
same time, he is our worst enemy.
Not Steve from accounts.
Come on.
Come on.
Get a goal,
Go on,
Sanch.
Jayden,
Prove
here we
us
go.
all wrong.
Come on.
Step.
Nearly the commentators.
You've never
first.
seen him make a chance.
That's a great save
He's
as well.
done it. He's
That's
proved us
exactly what we
wrong.
wanted him to do.
Love it, Sanch.
That's a good save, that. Fucking hell.
Why didn't you
That
go the
could've
normal
been
way he
it.
goes, though? Why
Really
didn't you just
good pass there.
tap, finish, bottom corner right? That's what you do. Touch, bang. like you did.
Nice. Really good movement there from the guy that I slagged off 2 minutes before.
He sort of... the ball's a bit too far away from his body when he hits it, and he's like
Yeah.
reaching for it a little bit.
But that's the side the keeper's covered.
Yeah.
So I would have thought he would have wanted to go other side.
He's trying to wrong foot him a little
Yeah.
bit. Corner to United. Come on.
But because he's left that much open on the right, you don't need to wrong foot him. You wrong foot him when he's covering the far post.
What would Eriksen's hand signal there would have meant for different players?
That's something they've done in training.
Yeah.
So in training, they'll obviously be like, number 1, that's this corner. So you get near. Like for example, Varane, you'll be near post.
Yeah.
And then start running towards me, and then aim for my head so I can flick it on into the box or something. Number 2 is you're all on the edge and you're making the run into the box. So I'm going to play at this, second 6-yard box. Number 3 might be the long one. You start out the back, win the ball, head it back across for us, or something like that. So it'll be some kind of order of what they all know what corner number 1, 2, and 3 is, or even more. You never know.
Traore.
Mr. Beast. Oh my gosh. Never seen anyone look that strong in my life. And never does weights. Yeah.
He does though, doesn't he?
That's what he says. He never does work.
Never does weights. Doesn't spend time in there.
How could he not though?
I don't know. I don't get it.
He is
You
doing
can't
it,
just
isn't
look
he?
like that.
No.
And then just wear like shirt like that.
Because he's not just like a bit muscly. He looks like
Yeah.
a bodybuilder.
He could put the Ultimate Warrior strings on his arms as well.
Yeah.
Still look like a wrestler. He's proper cut.
Who's that coming off?
Hope everyone knows who Ultimate Warrior is,
Anthony's
surely.
coming off.
Yeah. I don't know if I saw him, people clapping and him running away, but maybe
Swap
it's not.
Sancho over to the right, Garnacho on the left then?
I'm not sure. I don't think that sub has been made actually.
Just Joe.
No, he's there. He's
False
Anthony's
raise.
there.
Deep.
Can we get a
This
goal?
is classic from Joe. De Gea's coming off.
De Gea?
No.
How is that classic?
False rumours.
I want to see it. I want to see Sancho go on the right, to be fair. I think he's better on the right. I don't care what his stats look like either. I think he's better on the
I
right.
love this graphic. We've got the attacking threat level. It's like move from one side to the other.
Who knows what that
Doesn't do
means?
anything.
What's that got to do though?
A little bit more red.
Powered by Oracle Cloud. Corner, straight to the keeper. Great.
Did it better than that.
Let's see what goes on here.
15 minutes of normal time left.
Ooh.
It's not bad.
It feels
don't-
later in the game than that.
Don't.
I feel like United are getting nervy.
Go on, Vegas.
We haven't got more than a 1-0 in us, to be fair. At this moment in time, it don't look like it.
We did beat Brentford a couple of weeks back with a 1-0 at home. It's kind of what we like to do.
Let's just get the points like in the bag. That's all that matters right now.
This.
Just need these points.
See, I'm starting to get nervous now. They're probably.
Oh my days! Is that not a foul?
Is it? Yeah.
They didn't even give a foul. He didn't give a foul. And he looks like he's probably been elbowed a little bit.
It's that person behind with the program on his head like that.
Cover it
Using
so
a
you can
program
see
as
the
a
light.
cap.
Don't want the light, the
He's
sun to
having
his
a
face.
bad day, isn't he?
What's happened there? Oh, it's a little touch, but it's not much.
No. He don't really go for the ball though, does he?
What? So it's their free kick?
Is
it's
it?
our throwing.
Oh.
Remember when he was
classic
good?
Joe with his rumours.
I don't think it's our fault. It's our
Jimenez.
free kick, is it not?
Yeah.
Why has he not played? Like, has
He's
he
not
really
been-
just
he's
lost
not
his
been
abilities?
as good, yeah.
Bloody hell. How
he's-
can you go from playing that well to just not anywhere near it?
Because he did, what was it? He had his
Big injury, innit?
head smashed up, didn't he?
Oh, was it that?
Yeah. That's
What
he's-
about body-wise? Did he not injure anything else?
Maybe he did, I'm not sure, but the injury was like head and brain, wasn't it? I think he fractured his skull and stuff, and he was in a really bad way. So
I remember United were wanting him before at one point. There's rumours anyway.
well done, Veg.
Veg. Come on. Let's get a goal. If he can get us a goal,
He's
one
like a
goal
Veg, 'cause
before
they
the end of the
say-
season, I'll be happy.
Go on,
He's got to be happy as well.
say it.
No, because sometimes veg that is too big doesn't really have taste to it. So he is like a striker who's too big and he doesn't really score goals.
Mm.
Do you know
Like
what I
an
mean?
oversized yam.
Yeah, doesn't really taste much. That much. Just
Uh-oh.
massive.
Hey, danger! Flip! Oh my gosh!
This is so bad. What's
shit
going
it.
on?
Lads, we've shit it. We're now entering
Oh.
the danger zone where every Man United player has lost their head. Lindelof lost his head. De Gea lost his head. We're playing free kicks back to our own goalkeeper because we've shit it.
Oh my days.
Casemiro is now down and hurt. If we make it to 90th minute without conceding a goal, it will be a miracle.
Oof.
Oh, yeah.
Landed right on him.
Takes a little elbow.
Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. Raul Jimenez.
Why do we do this? Oh, great touch, Anthony. Good.
Come on.
Easy.
Strength it out.
Yeah. Who
Yeah.
is that? It's a good touch that from Anthony there.
No.
Maguire and Fred coming
Fuck
on.
me. What a duo.
We don't want to do that.
Maguire
We've
and
got to
Fred.
win. We're trying to win the game.
Proper inviting
Are
pressure
they
there,
taking
aren't
off Ericsson, do you
they?
think?
Maybe
Probably
Varane.
Varane. Yeah, he's just come back in it. He's got to get off.
What about for Fred?
Fred for Ericsson, I'd say. But why not Garnacho?
I don't know why not Garnacho.
Oh.
Maybe it was the reason Joe said at the start, the risk. And we were like, no, we should get 2 goals. But
Yeah.
actually, tonight's probably thinking, no, 1-0. Close it off. Oh, fuck me.
Now it's. I'm worried, mate. I'm worried. Let's. No. Come on. Is that Varane?
Varane can't run at the minute.
You see, he looked like he was finished. You don't want to get him injured.
No.
Trying to run while he's tired. Just stay there. Don't come out.
Playing left back now, Varane.
Oh my gosh, there's some danger balls coming in. Why are we kicking it like that now?
This
Bring it
isn't
down.
fun.
It's still going back out and crossing balls in for fun, these guys.
Right, get some fucking subs on.
Yeah.
Can we please
Stop
look
the
like
game,
we're a
make a
better
sub.
team? Can we start looking like the team that's in
We're
fourth?
just shitting it, aren't we?
And they keep looking like the team that's in 13? My gosh.
Powerades going off.
Lovely. Still out there, yeah? Still there. Powerades.
It's still a thing, yeah.
Yeah, I love Powerades. The blue one as well is my
The
favourite.
blue one was unbelievable.
So good. Every time I go to the shop and find it, I'm in getting that.
I think Fred might come on for an attacking player here.
No, surely not. Sancho? What do you think? No, Sancho's still on.
No, I don't.
It can only be him or Cassie.
Yeah, true,
Casemiro
true.
shouldn't come off because we will just totally lose the ability in the middle.
Well, we don't know yet what's going to happen.
Who's he coming on for?
He's for Varane, but we've not had the board up yet.
Maguire's come on for Fred.
Ericsson, yeah.
Ericsson for
Should
Fred.
Be, yeah, it should
Makes
be.
sense.
Get some help. Get some help for
Garnacho coming on as well for Sancho.
Yes.
What? Where did he come from?
Yes, that's what we need.
Triple sub.
Ooh, that's exactly what I would like to see. Sancho,
Not
come
bad.
sit down.
Oof.
Sit down, Garnacho
What?
time.
The boys at the front there with their
Boys are
with their
back
Maui
down.
gym sunglasses on. Do you see them?
The boy.
The 3 lads just look like 3 50-year-old blokes sat at the front of United's dugout like that, staring straight down the camera with the glasses.
Come on, Fred.
Oh, I
this.
like that.
We're moving.
Oh.
We're moving.
Let's go. Put him in. Not put him in, just get at him.
Keep it.
Oh, nice. It's a good. Oh.
Really nice, Nice
Really
shot.
It's all right. That good stuff there. Fred did well.
He wanted
Anthony
the rebound,
did
didn't
well.
he?
And Bruno
Damn.
did all right as well.
Rebound didn't fall to me. No. I wish I had that rebound.
Do you know who?
Oh, it's
do you know-
Casemiro.
Oh,
Sorry,
it's
not Bruno.
Casemiro,
Do
yeah.
you know you which wasn't didn't cause as much drama in the dressing room? And this is a bit controversial. Ronaldo, he would have scored that. but he was too much of a fucking ball ache, wasn't he?
Yeah, he got rid of himself.
He wouldn't be a player you'd bring on for half an hour.
No.
He wants to start, but imagine that he would have finished that and buried it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't his role, was it? Not to be a super sub.
No, he couldn't live with that, could he?
No. He has to play every week.
So now we've got fucking
Corner.
So he has to go lower level.
Ball in deep. You've got
again,
to score.
another head. He goes, fuck off.
Oh.
He is a striker. Who? What?
No.
What?
There's no one on you.
It's a free header 6 yards out.
What is going on with that man?
On the 6 yard line, you don't head that on target.
How is that possible?
That's fucking atrocious, to be honest.
Go on, Nacho.
Everyone's slipping over.
It must be the pitch.
You've got horseshoes on. That's why.
Did you notice Anthony nearly fell over when he came on the ball and played it back to
What's
Casemiro?
going on? Just where
No one wants to wear studs, I
studs.
told you. They're scared. They're not scared. They just don't like it. They'd rather play in fingers.
Because it's not as quick. What is it? What's the downside to studs? Bit
Just
heavier,
doesn't
not
feel
as quick.
Nice. Doesn't feel as nice wearing studs. Just doesn't at all. It feels much better wearing molds. But it's like, it's the comfort feeling. If I'm in the Prem, I can do it. I can wear. And that's how I felt at first. I was like, yeah, the pitches are sick. I'm just going to play molds all the time.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you realise, wait a minute, I'm losing my abilities to do bits here. I'm going to go back to my rule that I've always had.
Yeah.
I ain't losing out to 10% of my game.
Yeah.
Let me use my studs. But a lot of players continued with molds, and then it just took the hits when it happened.
Yeah.
And United's pitch ain't the greatest. You slipping all over the place with United's pitch, so gotta wear studs. It's just the rule.
Just do it. It's like we're the sort of counter-attacking defending team now.
Yeah.
Wolves holding the ball.
We've got like 10 more minutes about if you add on the extras.
Yeah.
About 10 minutes. Come on, United. Let's get the win.
Oh.
Let's just keep it. Move out wide.
That's all right.
Nice ball.
Yes, Anthony.
Really
Can
good
you get
pass
there?
there.
He's got there.
It's an excellent pass that.
Decent.
From
One more. There we go.
Well,
He's missed him. Now we've
Friggin'
lost out.
hell.
We've got so many people ahead on the ball now.
That was a brilliant pass from Maguire.
Yeah.
And then
if anything
Anthony.
happens now, we can't blame him.
Unless he heads it in his own net.
That was an own goal.
Was that Bruno missing it, or was
Why
it
is
just
no one there?
Fuck me.
Oh my gosh.
That was not fun. That's one of those that anything could have happened there. The intensity of it.
I couldn't even tell what
Straight
happened.
for the ball. Well, Luke Shaw. I'll tell you what. Lindelof sort of drops off a bit.
Again, good defending Maguire there.
Well done. You was watching him this time as well, I can see. You're not going to beat him for pace, are you?
Oh, great camera angle. Cheers. Didn't show any of what happened.
Come on, United, man. We've got to be able to hold on to this now.
Corner to Wolves. Headed away by Weghorst.
Yes,
Oh,
well done.
Play him in the fucking defensive role.
I can't believe he didn't. He scuffed that one as badly as he did.
Oh, the
Weghorst.
header?
Go on.
Yeah.
No.
He's been a fucking.
Come
Go
on.
now, go
Let's go
now,
on the
go
attack
now.
now.
Nice.
Let's
Many
go.
of the
Come
time.
on.
One more,
I want to see you, Garnacho. I want to see you do something.
One more. Give it to Bruno. There we go. Oh, it's too far.
Too far.
Play
Go
it
on,
back.
help him.
It's a poor ball. That. I mean, he looked rusty. That pass, didn't it?
Yeah, it's all about
Took too
timing.
long and then overhit it.
You wanted him to be running and him to be passing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The other way around would have been brilliant.
Oh man. And Fred should have put it in front of Garnacho instead of making him having to wait. And that's why it went that way round in the end.
It's alright. There's one a corner.
Okay, we got the corner. Looking knackered now.
Come on. Short to short at the edge of the box.
Put
Back
it
to
in back
Bruno.
post.
Ooh, top of the net.
Why do we never have them dangerous in-swingers? Like, why can't we just play
possible.
dangerous in-swingers?
I don't know.
It's like I remember it was like the German teams that could always do it.
Oh.
Oh yes, they give the ball away.
Go on.
Huh?
It's alright.
Nice.
Oh,
Go on, Wan-Bissaka.
What are you trying to do?
He has no idea.
Go back. Let's give it back. Stop me. Ah!
Now he does. See fair eyes.
He's got bits about him nowadays, you know. He don't look like he should have him, but he does. That's not
What
great.
was that?
A little flick, that from Wan-Bissaka.
What are you doing, you? Love it, lad.
Foul throw. He's still running when he took that.
Bloody hell, this guy is not messing about. Here's what.
Wan-Bissaka just ran and threw the ball at the same time. That's the biggest foul throw I've ever seen. They never give foul throws at like top level though.
Get a shot off. Right.
Go on.
One more. Oh! Hey!
Fred
The foul. Nice little quick feet there, Freddie.
Hell, who's that?
Yes, it is a yellow, Craig Dawson.
Of course it is. Craig Dawson. I bet you played with him at West Brom, didn't you? Fucking hell, how old is he?
I didn't even play with him. He was after me, just after me.
Only just. He's only 33. He's younger than Diego Costa. Craig Dawson was at fucking...
Were he at Tottenham at the beginning? Was it him?
He's
at
been
Tottenham?
everywhere.
Was it him at Tottenham? Was it or not?
No, he's not. That's the other Dawson.
Innit? Yeah.
I can't remember his name now. He was
Craig-
at West.
what's
He was
it
at West Brom
What
from
Dawson's that?
2010, 2019.
Right. What's the Dawson from Tottenham? I remember. He was a good defender as well.
Yeah, Matt Dawson. No,
Creek?
Krieg.
Creek? Dawson's Creek?
Get out. Shocking.
That was
What was his name?
why I whispered it at
Dawson
first.
from Spurs.
Michael Dawson.
Michael Dawson, that's it, yeah. Yeah.
He was about when you were playing, wasn't he?
Yeah. So when Spurs had played against Spurs at White Hart Lane and I think he was
King.
playing Edgar Davids.
Oh
Those
shit.
were the days.
Was it
Wow.
Gallas there then?
I'm not sure, but definitely Davas.
This has got a Bruno
Davids,
finish all over it,
Robbie
surely.
Keane. Robbie
Yeah.
Keane was
Defoe?
up front. Yeah, Defoe was there. I think.
Keane?
You said that.
Oh, sorry. Defoe?
Yeah.
Dawson.
Come on, Bruno.
Right. The
Come on,
goalkeeper
Bruno.
couldn't be
Any
left
more
a
to the
bigger
right?
guy. Look at this. The goalie is begging him to pop it in the top corner.
Oh.
Get on target.
That's just saying, listen, just do what you want.
Yeah.
You know, score. Just
daring
put it
him.
over the
Look at
wall for me.
that.
You don't even need that much power to get it in
The
that corner.
goalie, if you could get it so it's a landing at the back post rather
That's-
than like going over. Hargreaves
That's
style.
such an easy one. that
Hit
there.
it with half as much power.
Right, how
and
much
get
time
it
did
to
time?
land
3
on.
minutes? Nothing's really happened.
Well, let's just get the win.
You know it's going to be 4 or 5 because it's 90th minute. They'd never just give 2 minutes like they should.
Better get hold of that.
Come on, Ben.
Well done.
done, Veg.
Oh.
You nearly. Oh,
Yes,
Freddie! Ah, no one there.
Smeggle.
Yes,
You know what?
Fred again.
Fred!
That's what he
Yeah,
does.
Come on, Fred!
Hey,
Oh,
find
what's
someone.
this now?
Oh, Bruno!
Bruno!
Ah, come
Score, you
on.
fuckers!
Come on, please get a goal.
Yeah! Oh, this keeper's having a great day.
It was nearly perfect.
It was nearly perfect, wasn't it?
Good ball,
Everyone had a
mate.
worldie. Even Vegors had a great...
How can Fred be the same player that I saw come on against Tottenham
It's mad,
and
isn't
have
it?
one of the worst games I've ever seen in professional football? He's been unreal since he came
Yeah.
on.
Look at that work rate there.
I don't understand it with him. Sometimes
6!
he's so good. but he
What
doesn't.
is 6
How
minutes
is it in
about?
6 minutes?
Who the
There
hell's
is
come off the
no
pitch for
goals
that?
and some subs.
Oh,
There's
my
been
God.
hardly any injuries. Fuck off. 6 minutes. I need a wee.
Let's get a goal then.
Come on. Do they know it's 6 minutes? We need to get a goal there.
Don't mess about. We still need to get a goal, boys. Stop messing. I don't even like this. Okay.
Excuse me. I've just got a frog in my throat.
Remember those? Oh. Come on.
Come on, Fred, get back. Use your 100-mile-an-hour pace. There we go.
Keeper.
Keeper.
Yeah, then get out wide. Get it back.
Ooh, ah.
Don't get it back.
Ooh, ah. A little bit more. Were you singing that before?
No.
Come on, boys.
Playing like this is for fucking...
As long as we can just.
This
scrape-
is for a
get over
Champions
the
League
line.
spot, isn't it?
Imagine this though. Getting in Champions League playing like this. This would be mad. We'd never be able to get past the group stage.
Oh.
So we'll need to really buy some great players come end of the season.
Yeah. Get Martinez back. Get a striker.
Yeah. I think the
Centre
good
back,
thing.
centre mid goalie.
Yeah. I think the main reason why we should get top 4 is not to win it. It's to get the players in
Yeah.
for next year. Because he mentioned in the thing, didn't he? It's funny how many people now are so interested in coming because of the way we're playing, and we're going to be back in the Champions League, hopefully.
No.
Oh my God, who's
Fuck
that trying
me.
out? Was that Pedence there with a fucking Rabona?
Now they got all their top attacking
clip.
players on. Because who's top scorer for them? Pedence. Second top is I can't remember. And then it's that what's the Korean player we said?
Juan, he's champ.
Yeah, he's number 2. But Neves is actually second top scorer for them.
Yeah.
So now they got all their most
Big
attacking
boys
threat
on.
Of course, just sat in our own half. Look.
Let's just hope we can get this win, man. Come on, 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Hey, do not let him get... what are you doing? Do you know how fast this man is?
How strong
Oh my gosh.
Did well there, actually, sure. They'd let him foul him.
That was quick. He is fast as
God,
well.
I hate this. What happens here? That's a good pass, that.
That's a great turn as well.
The audacity.
What a turn that was.
Maguire and Lindelof just really rolling back the years there.
Oh, he done... What?
Yeah.
That was a decent.
Who does he think he is?
Is that Old Trafford?
He's quite good, actually, isn't he? But
6 goals. Not that many.
come on.
I'm still yet to see Weghorst win a header at 6 foot.
He won it. He just headed it into his own shoulder and over the bar, remember?
Yeah.
Is
the
he
corner.
6'6", isn't he?
Yeah. Bigger, 2 inches taller than me.
Wow. I mean, like, jumping against someone, not on your own.
Yeah.
But can you jump against anybody and beat
him? Not sure. Like this lad here. Was that Casemiro? Got in the
Right,
way a bit
someone
there,
take control
Casemiro.
of that.
Get old. Get old.
Nice.
Put Garnacho in.
Nice.
There he is.
Garnacho.
In. There you go. It's a goal.
mate. Go on,
It's a
Garnacho.
goal.
Garnacho's through a goal.
No, do not play it to Weghorst. Do not play it to Weghorst.
That is what we wanted.
Garnacho.
That is what we wanted.
That's what you do.
That
Do
is
not
what we
play it to
wanted.
Weghorst.
That is what
lad.
we wanted.
Yes, Garnacho.
He's got his new teeth, but it's still the same old Garnacho.
That is
innit?
what we needed.
How's his teeth changed?
Crispiest teeth you'll ever see. Look at those bad
yeah.
boys.
What a Garnacho. There's a minute where it's like, is he going to go to Weghorst or what? And then
Bruno
no.
with
Yes.
a beautiful
Do
pass
not
there.
play it to Veggie. I know. He wanted it. Look at him. He was like, why didn't you just
I
give me the
love how
ball?
the ref's just waiting.
Why didn't you give me the ball? Nah, Veggie did it all right today, to be fair. He's come on and he's set up the other chance.
Huge.
And he's also provided an option there.
That's...
Tell you what, good. Shoulders all right. Anthony does well here with a man on his back.
That
Good
was a
touch.
great touch
But then Bruno,
from Anthony.
you just know he sees it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was waiting for the perfect timing.
No,
It's
he's got to
on,
be
he's
on
he's
there.
he's
He's on.
Okay, just
Still on
making
now.
Sure, just a bit scared.
Oh, that
Lovely.
little... Oh,
Yeah,
brilliant.
touch,
Posting
touch, bang. Look, watch. Great run there from Veggie.
Do you know if you get a yellow card after you score, celebrate with your top off, but it gets disallowed? Do you think they'll...
They give it back.
Yeah, they give you... Oh, yeah, does it?
Yeah, take it off.
No, they don't. You let take it.
For the top off thing, I don't know actually.
Because you've just celebrated a goal that you've actually been taken away from you. Surely a yellow card doesn't count.
Love that. Love it.
Interesting.
Point in it.
Lovely finish. Lovely finish.
Lovely
That's exactly what we needed.
That's got to be full time as well soon.
1 more minute.
Oh my god, I can't believe how much I need a week. Who's on his arm?
It's Prison Break.
Wow.
Hits mid 2000s TV show Prison Break.
Does he love it?
gosh.
No, he fucking hates it. What a question. Garnacho's got a full Prison Break tattoo sleeve and he's indifferent to the show.
Oh!
What? Yeah, we're on the pitch, I can say what I want.
Kicking off.
We're on the pitch, I can say what I want.
I wonder if he's rock solid or whether he's just massive and not hard at all.
Yeah.
Are you crazy? Look at him.
Yeah, he's a psycho,
Beast.
isn't he?
What happened there?
He just grabs your head and crushes it
I think he took someone down, didn't he?
like a plum.
Then he found someone. Let's get that goal. Garnacho comes back and scores.
He looks a bit like Michael Dawson, that ref.
Yeah, he does a little bit.
He looks like a snooker player, that ref. I'll say that about him. He's got the head of a world-class snooker player.
Yes, Shorey. Yes, there we go.
I want to see a little replay of that.
It's 2-0.
Speaking of Shorey, did you ever play with Nicky Shorey?
No.
He was
Who's that,
about-
Reading?
He was about at a similar time.
Played
Not
against
the
him,
same
I
team.
would
but-
have played against him.
Yeah.
Not played with him. Shorey rings a bell. Like, is that Reading?
Yeah, it's got to be full-time ref.
It's over.
It
Yes,
is.
there we
Well
go. Manchester United 2, Wolves 0. Goals from, I can remember Garnacho. Who scored the other one?
Martial.
Martial with the tap in at the back post. Garnacho with the
a little
counter-attack to wrap
A
it
little bit
up.
more.
Massive, massive win for Man United. The first win in 3 games for Manchester United. Pushing one step towards top
Step
4.
beyond.
Massive win that. After the last few weeks we've had, the last few games, capitulating the way we have. Huge win that, wasn't it, Joe?
Unbelievable. I love that Garnacho came on and showed everyone what he can do. Now he signed that big new contract with us. So onwards and upwards, we got to win the next 2 games to realistically win. Getting top 4, bring it on.
Yeah. Thoughts on that? We'll obviously be back for the review, but just quickly.
Just happy to get the win. You know what it's like. You get one up and you just get a bit scared, and then we need to get the extra attacking power on. And Garnacho, much needed return, gets his goal.
Massive. Great timing as well for the substitution, I thought. Just enough. Fred was excellent when he came on. We'll get to all this in a little bit. Hopefully we'll be redirected to the review. Is that right, Callum? Yes. Stick around. Stay where you are. We'll be back for the review. We'll go through the other fixtures and the other results as well, because Chelsea have drawn and Tottenham have lost as well. So we'll sort of take stock of the entire top 4 picture, go through everything from today. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Joe McGrath, for coming on.
Make
sure you check out the Sloppy Joe's podcast. Me and Joe on there. Thank you, Nathan, as well. Make sure you check out
Duke's United Show. Duke's United Show.
Check that out as well on YouTube. Manchester United 2, Wolves 0. Bouncing back. Just reaching out for that top 4 spot. It's not there yet, but it was a massive step forward today. We'll see you in a bit.